Hello?
You just got home?
I just got home, yeah.
I've been thinking.
Who is this?
I ain't unsympathetic. I see your angle, but I got to consider number one. I staked you till you got your break. Now what do you turn and tell me?
I tell you this, you got the wrong number. That was the last crazy straw. I closed the place and went out. The stars were bits of ice, provinces of astronauts and computers. The air bit. I went round to a club I knew where nobody had yet invented time. The place had all the dreary charm of an unmade bed, but the barman was still vertical, wearing the world like a hair shirt. He looked like practically any portrait of Rupert Brooke. Hello, Frank.
Hello.
You closed?
Just hauling up the drawbridge.
Drop in a minute for a fugitive.
What's it to be?
Something for a crisis.
We cater for every kind of crisis, except financial.
My bird walked out on me.
You're about the 27th tonight.
What's good for it, Frank?
Whiskey's safe.
Well, why so cautious?
I'm short of details. Maybe you're glad she lit out. Okay, whiskey celebrates. Maybe you're not so glad. Okay, whiskey drowns your sorrows.
Whiskey.
The staple diet of hairy heroes.
He opened a bottle of whiskey. It had been made in Japan in a Mitsubishi blast furnace. We punished it in silence, then opened another from the same home. Cheers, Frank.
Cheers.
Where do birds go when they walk out on you?
Other men.
Not this one.
Home to mother?
Got no mother.
Home to daddy.
No daddy either.
We'll check up with the orphanage you dragged her out of.
I love you, Frank. You had all the warm, impulsive sympathy of a spit in the eye.
I try hard to love you all.
But at this time of the morning, I keep wishing I worked in a guided missiles plant.
You do. Here's to sex.
To temperance. There's less of it.
It all began to spin. Fit talk, flyaway bird. Clink, glasses clink. Loose colliding bones in my head. Barman weary Rupert Brooke. Some corner of a furry tongue. Wheels and wheels and wheels again within the wheels. And a crow voice calling in the depths of a forest. Glass leaves tinkling from special tumbled trees, all earmarked. This year will be a record year for the export of silver wooden legs. And a crow voice calling far away.
Oh, tickets, please. Oh, tickets, please. Your tickets, sir.
What the hell am I doing here?
It's none of my business, sir. As long as you're not doing it without a ticket.
I've been smashed before, and no doubt I'll be smashed again, but this has never happened.
Your ticket, sir.
There you are. Where does it say I'm going?
Glasgow.
I don't remember buying it.
There you are, sir. Thank you.
Do you think my subconscious is trying to tell me something?
Buffy car's out, sir.
And open it was, selling dog hairs for the recently savaged, rattling along at 100 miles an hour. And you could smile at your neighbor and pretend it was the speed that made the glass shake, and not your hand.
How are you today, Mr. Gardner?
Frightened to look at the papers.
Why?
I might be in the obituary column.
You really did tie one on last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I really did.
My name's McIntosh, by the way.
I have a feeling I should know that.
Your friendly neighborhood Samaritan.
You helped me on the train, right?
With the assistance of a West Indian taxi driver.
There's integration for you.
I thought he was never going to stop laughing.
That's me, spreading joy wherever I go.
You promised to set him up someday with his own steel band.
They'll take away my honorary membership of the Noise Abatement Society.
Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise.
Who said that, Chairman Mao?
I doubt it. May I buy you a drink?
No, thank you. I just needed a couple to stabilize me. Any other small details you can fill in for me?
A girl called Shirley.
Oh, yes, Shirley.
She didn't seem to be your favourite person.
No.
It didn't sound as though she would ever get her own steel band.
How right you are.
You don't mind me telling you all this?
As long as it's not leading up to Shirley being found strangled with her own tights.
I'm sure you'd have mentioned that. You were more than forthcoming.
How much more?
Somebody called Judy something.
Judy Clark?
Yes, that was the name.
What was I saying about her?
Well, it was getting difficult at that point. You weren't making too much sense.
You've just described the way I feel now.
I got the impression that if you managed to contact her, whatever was bothering you would suddenly be all right.
If I conveyed that impression, I must have been out of my mind. I'm very grateful to you.
Oh, don't mention it. I know the feeling. I once flew up from London to Glasgow without knowing a thing about it. One minute I was in a pub in Hampstead, the next thing I was in a pub in Glasgow, and in between, a blank. You're sure you wouldn't like a drink?
Quite sure, thank you. I'm going back to hibernate in my carriage until the train gets in. The train got in sometime in the late afternoon. I had a monumental headache and a sense of no particular purpose. I needed a shave. I needed a friend. So I went calling on a man I knew and rang his bell. And it seemed quite normal when the wrong door opened.
You looking for Honey Gorman?
Yes, I am.
Well, he's not here anymore.
You know where I can find him?
Redress Cemetery.
How long ago?
Oh, about 3 months back. You want to look round the flat? I've got a key.
No, thank you.
The flat's up for sale. Lovely place. Honey's niece left the key with me. For handing us, like.
I was going to ask about her.
Right cut up she was. Poor lassie. Lost her mother and father in an air crash. Then Honey gets himself killed in a car.
She must hate machinery.
You're right there.
Is she still at the same address?
She is.
Honey Gorman, a small legend. Not very tall, but built to last. A face whose ancestors had known the great potato famine. But he was rich. Betting shops. One glorious night, say 40 years ago, he had stood up in a canvas ring and fought for a world title. He lost that one, too. His niece had never known all that. The slums that the more snobbish rats avoided. People swallowing bureaucratic insults so that their children could have bread. Grey tenement faces. Pockets that no longer even had coin dust. Pot bellies that had nothing to do with prosperity, but with the savage irony of its opposite. She was cool and elegant and looked as though she carried a gene for wealth. Money makes its own genealogy. She still lived on the right side of the tracks. The street with its custom-built trees, the large, cool houses. The crescent, 9 steps up to the door, the bell, the answer phone.
Who is it?
Steve Gardner.
Who?
Steve Gardner. You used to know me.
I didn't. But come up anyway.
The automatic door, the hall. So silent that even scent of early hyacinths seemed a sound. The stairs whose carpets purred around your ankles like Persian cats. And at the door of the flat, a girl, waiting. Tall, cool, dark, and elegant. Everything that Judy Clark was, but not Judy Clark. I was told she was still at the same address.
She is.
I'd like to see her.
You can't.
Are you her bodyguard or something?
We share the flat. Most other things we don't share.
Couldn't we take our mutual aggression inside?
Why not?
The flat was still beautiful. Walls the color of salt, the cunning points of color, and the good-mannered furniture. The photograph on the mantelpiece of 2 laughing, dead people.
Her parents.
Yeah, I know.
You're not wasting any time, are you?
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Nor are you ever likely to be.
At last, something we agree about. You have a name?
Celia Carson.
And just what was I supposed to be doing when I mentioned I knew about Judy's parents?
Rehearsing, perhaps?
Rehearsing what?
The big, masculine, come weep on my shoulder approach. Poor dear Judy. First your parents, and now...
I heard about that.
I'm sure you did. And came running?
If I had 3 wishes, one of them would be to know just what the hell you're talking
Oh,
about.
come on. I wasn't born as soft as Judy.
You weren't born at all. You were carved out of something very hard and extremely expensive.
Perhaps that's why I can recognize a fortune hunter when I see one.
Well.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Judy's a very rich girl now, isn't she?
I suppose she is.
You damn well know she is.
So?
All these months she tried to contact you. All the telephone calls you weren't in to take. All the letters you didn't answer.
There were reasons.
Bigger game, perhaps? And maybe it got away. And maybe you heard about Judy's uncle. And maybe you knew she was his only relative. I mean, it's all too much to be coincidence, isn't it?
I can see that to a certain kind of mentality it might appear that way.
A certain kind of mentality? Go home.
You make home seem very attractive right now.
You're too late anyway.
Yes?
Because there are better and faster fortune hunters than you, and Judy's gone off with one.
Oh, well, win one, lose one. That's the way it goes. So I'll go home, as you suggest. Maybe my trip up here is tax-deductible as a business expense. I'd like to say it was nice meeting you, but I promised my stockbroker not to tell lies.
Wait.
Oh, what now?
You might be the lesser of 2 evils.
You're beginning to warm to me.
Did you ever meet Peter Calder?
Never.
He's... Ugh.
Is this the man Judy's got herself involved with?
Yes.
And what can I do about it?
Go and see her. Talk her out of Peter Calder.
She's old enough to run her own life.
Sometimes people's lives are too important to be left to themselves.
Are you always jealous of her, man?
Look, think what you like of me. I don't give a damn. But please, go and talk to her.
She'll only tell me to get lost.
Your ego can stand a tiny bruise like that. Besides, you owe her this.
Are you saying this is all my fault?
Yes. Isn't it?
Where is she?
I had a postcard from her the other day. Oh, yes, here it is.
The postcard showed a hotel small enough and cute enough to fit snugly into an American's itinerary. Behind the hotel, a stagey line of hills, bisected by the bright thrust of a loch. The loch, according to the caption, was called Loch Darrig. The hotel was called, in a burst of brilliance, the Loch Darrig Hotel. On the back of the card, Judy had written that she had arrived safely. I went back into the city this afternoon and made inquiries at an information kiosk. Tell me about Loch Darrig.
Loch Darrig, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Famed in song and story, sir. You may have heard what Sir Walter Scott once said about it.
I was in the washroom at the time.
Quite. You wish to visit Loch Darrig?
Reluctantly, yeah.
Let me see now. Well, the train's discontinued, and the steamer service doesn't start until next month. And the road's closed to vehicles over 1,500 weights.
Do I need a visa?
Your best way would be to take the bus to Ballarat.
Well, how far is that from Loch Darrig?
About 10 miles.
And what do I do after Ballarat?
In Scotland, sir, we only provide the shrines. The pilgrims make their own arrangements.
Ballarat had more syllables than houses. There was one piebald cottage and a Neolithic petrol pump. An old man stood beside it, his eyes vague and remote, as though he was wondering how Prince Charles Edward Stuart was faring down a derby 2 centuries ago. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
I was watching the geese.
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me...
Wait you here a minute, young man. There is something I must fetch if our conversation is to thrive.
Well, what do you know?
I was fetching my hearing aid. I'm as deaf as a stone without it.
I'm very sorry.
What was it you wished?
How do I get to the Loch Hotel?
Go back to where you came from.
But I will...
One woman has made you unhappy. The one you seek will make you unhappier. There is death near her.
All I want to know is...
Go back where you came from.
No.
Then someone else will tell you the road you seek. It will not be I.
I set off in the teeth of the fates, in a sharp, growing little wind, to walk the 10 long, dreary miles. The light was fading, and the road kept doubling back on itself, as though it did not really like where it was going. I had covered most of it when the car drew up behind me.
Want a lift?
Desperately.
Jump in.
You did say jump in.
Figure of speech. Squeeze in.
Right, let's see. That's better. Oh, there we are, made it. Sociable in here, isn't it?
Yes and no. My boyfriends complain that it restricts their freedom of movement.
And when the windscreen wiper's working, they get their hair combed.
Hold tight.
What does this beast run on? Rocket fuel?
Built it myself for the hill climbs next year.
Everest, I presume.
90 horses under that bonnet.
Oh, maybe the old prophet back there was right.
What was that you said about a prophet?
An old man I met back along the road. He's the first prophet I ever met with a hearing aid.
Oh, you mean old Hamish. He's a phony.
You reckon?
Yes. Put it this way. I know for a fact that Hamish has been doing the football pools for years, but he's never won anything. What kind of a prophet's that?
I feel you have a point there.
Where was it you wanted to go?
The hotel, please.
You've arrived.
It was dark when I walked into the hotel. The place had a bewildered, off-season look of existence without function. I rang a bell that seemed to go tolling endlessly through emptiness, like a bell on a dangerous reef. I remember the old man with the hearing aid, and for a moment I was frightened. Then I saw a woman come along, and her hands were spattered with blood.
Was that you ringing the bell?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I was cleaning rabbits in the kitchen. I didn't hear you at first.
I believe there's a friend of mine staying here.
Huh?
Her name is Clark.
Oh, yes, Miss Clark. She's here, all right.
Oh, where do I find her?
She's in room 8.
And where is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think she's in just now.
Oh.
She's been out most of the day with Mr. Calder.
I see.
Is she expecting you?
No, I thought I would drop in and surprise her.
Oh, well, they'll be back soon for high tea. Wait a minute. There they are now.
And there she was. And looking at her, you could imagine her ghost. The life had left her. She was haggard. Even her clothes looked defeated. And then I saw the man she was with, tall and tweedy, the kind of Greek god profile that's usually only valid on a coin, dressed carefully for the open air. Just inside the doorway, he stopped to tap the barometer, not because he cared if the glass was falling or even about to float round the room, but because it was the nearest thing within reach to a mirror. And whilst he was playing Narcissus, Judy came right up to me and stopped. Hello, Judy.
What brings you here?
I'm damned if I know.
That's not like you. Not like you at all. What you didn't know, you used to be able to invent.
I thought I might be able to help you.
What makes you think I need help?
I talked to a girl called Celia.
Celia should mind her own business.
Well, she seemed to think...
Celia's a big drama queen.
Couldn't we at least talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
Then why are you so defensive? What's so funny?
Well, you are. Coming along here like a probation officer, hauling back a delinquent.
Is that what you are?
Don't be foolish. Come along home like a good little girl. Do you think I'm in need of care and protection?
Maybe you are.
And maybe I have been for a long time. But where were you then?
Judy, do we have to?
Oh, go away. Why don't you go away and leave me alone?
This man annoying you, Judy?
All men annoy me. Every last one of them.
You were saying?
What was that all about?
I thought you were going to horsewhip me or something equally dated.
Whatever I did to you would certainly not be dated. Don't think I couldn't.
Except that you might get your gorgeous profile bent.
Oh, look, I've been through this scene often. Boringly often. I'm a very handsome man. I've even been called beautiful. Sometimes it creates prejudice, like being black. Buy your drink?
The bar isn't open.
Then you'll save the embarrassment of refusing.
It would be no embarrassment, I assure you.
Just for the record, who are you anyway?
The name is Gardner.
I can't ever recall Judy mentioning you.
The world's filled with people not mentioning me. It doesn't disturb me.
I was trying, in my simple, blundering way, to find out where you fitted in.
Perhaps I don't.
Now, that could be the exact truth. Maybe once you did, but not anymore. The store's under new management, if you see what I mean.
I see what you mean. But I don't have to take your word for it.
You don't have to. I thought Judy made the point as well.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
The secret of my success. You've had it, Gardner, whatever it was. So why not face up to it? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've better things to do.
It is better, as the man said, to travel hopefully than to arrive. I looked in at the dining room. It was dark brown and gloomy, and its tables looked like square igloos. There was a strong, historical smell of cabbage. Food suddenly seemed a very low priority. I left the ingrowing dining room. I was feeling vaguely foolish, like a St. Bernard dog that had plowed bravely through the alpine snow with his little barrel of brandy around his neck and a great big happy errand of mercy smile on its face, only to find a teetotaler who didn't want rescue at all. So I went into the lounge. At first it seemed deserted, and then I saw the man who sat in the far corner. There was a flash of steel as his hands moved, and then I saw that he was knitting.
Good evening, Gardner.
Inspector Gordon, as I live and breathe.
Come and join me.
Oh, have you a spare pair of needles?
I learned to knit when I was in the hospital during the war. I still use it as a kind of occupational therapy.
And what brings you down here?
Oh, I'm on holiday. I started off with a friend of mine in Edinburgh, but I was forced to flee.
Why?
Well, the price of friendship, Gardner, is other people's children. Oh, but man, it's grand to be able to relax.
You never relax.
And tell me, how have you been living these days?
In a kind of nightmare.
Well, then you'll tone in beautifully with the landscape down here.
So you're not really relaxing at all, then?
What is wrong between you and the lady?
Why should anything be wrong?
Well, that was a funny, brittle encounter you had with her, and you didn't come off too well with Calder either.
Tell me about Calder.
Oh, what is there to tell, man? A remittance man, but whence comes his remittance? A man of independent means, but who furnishes the means of independence? In the season, a great killer of fish. And at any season, a great killer of ladies.
And you have your beady little eye on him.
Oh, well, let's just say he might be part of the pattern. This evening, I am sitting here celebrating the anniversary of a man's death.
Well, I suppose if it
He was a
turns you on...
tinker and no man's enemy, he would have said, but maybe his own. Yet somebody butchered him on a small island about a mile out in the Loch there.
And you still haven't found the killer?
We haven't yet found the killer.
That's what brings you here, then?
That and And something more than that.
Such as?
The same world spinning at the same speed on the same axis. The same hills and the same secret loch.
Look, Gordon.
The same people back at the same hotel.
Plus you and Judy Clark and myself.
Oh, we are irrelevant.
But surely you don't expect...
I expect nothing. I merely wonder.
About what?
I wonder if Elspeth MacDonald will again see the devil in the likeness of a black man.
You're not serious.
And I wonder, too, if the same concatenation of people and place brings about the same events.
But how do you expect this thing to happen? And where? And when?
In part one of The Wolf Fire Hence by Edward Boyd, the parts were played as follows. Steve Gardner, Teddy Johnson, Frank the Barman, Arthur Boland, Celia Carson, June Andrews, an old Highlander, E.J.P. Mace, the lady in the sports car, Leslie Blacketer, the hotel waitress, Marjorie Diel, Judy Clark, Janet Michael, Peter Calder, Glenn Michael, Detective Inspector Gordon, Moultrie Kelsall. The Wolf Fire Hence was produced in our Glasgow studios by Eddie Fraser.
And where? And when? Gordon and I went pounding up the stairs and along the corridor. The screaming had ceased, but we could still hear Judy sobbing. The sound was harrowing, childish, despairing, lonely. Standing at the window, staring out at the black landscape. She went very still as we came into the room. Calder lay on the floor between us. He was wearing a dressing gown that must have been strident on him alive and was blasphemous on him dead.
What happened here?
He's dead.
Are you all right, Judy?
Dead.
Judy,
I didn't mean to do it.
don't say anything.
She's in shock. Get her out of here.
Now, come along, Judy. I took her along the corridor to an empty room. She sat on a cold, cheerless bed and cried herself out, while I stood there looking at the window, which was a framed picture of nothing. Every now and again, the lights of a car on the other side of the loch would energize the darkness for a moment, then leave the blackness blacker as I stood there, feeling quietly spare.
Do you think there are people who attract death?
No.
I do.
I think there are people who get more than their fair share of misfortune. In my experience, they're usually the good ones.
Unsolicited testimonial.
Want to talk about Calder?
No.
You'll have to sooner or later.
I'll talk at the right time and to the right people.
Well, that takes care of me. I don't think you realize yet how serious this is.
Look, don't start patronizing me.
I only want to help you as much as I can.
Why?
Because I feel partly responsible.
Do you? Or are you just trying to get into the act?
Why are you so bitter?
Why shouldn't I be bitter? First of all, you go on about being partly responsible. Then you drivel on about wanting to help. You can't have it both ways. You can't be the incendiary and the fireman.
I'm trying to be sorry, but you're making it very difficult.
It doesn't matter anymore. Can't I get that through your thick head? I don't care.
About this Calder business.
What do you want to know? Were we having a thing together? Yes, we were. What else do you want to know? The lurid details? How he compared with you?
You know better than that.
I don't know anything anymore.
Not even why you killed him?
What do you say?
You're in trouble, Judy.
But I didn't do it. How could anyone...
How could anyone not?
You think I killed him, don't you? Don't you?
I don't care.
I don't care whether you care or not. The point is, you do think I did. But you're being noble. You rather fancy yourself as a loyal comrade through thick and thin.
Pardon my loyalty.
It's not loyalty, it's hypocrisy. I'll tell you something. I did not kill Calder. I'm sorry he's dead, but he was no great bargain. You and he had a lot in common, which only means that as far as men are concerned, I shouldn't be allowed out alone. Point taken?
Point taken.
Then please go away and nauseate someone else.
I went back along the corridor to the room where Calder lay. The door was locked, and for a moment I was aware of irritation. He's not going to run away, I thought, or walk away, or hop, skip, and jump away. He was in the only state where you can go away without moving. And a bit of Mozart moved in my mind. That bit about days of philandering being over. And it didn't seem to me much of an epitaph. The stairway to the hall was dark, filled with wrong shadows. The carpet seemed to crackle underfoot. At the end of the hall, I found Inspector Gordon. He was having technological trouble.
Hello. 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 Oh, it's always the same, always.
Was the phone out of order?
Yes, it was the same a year ago. Hello. Hello. Oh, the cable goes across the loch. It's no use. Hello. I'm wasting my time. Do you know that there was a gamekeeper once came here to phone when his wife was having a baby, and by the time he got through, it was the baby that answered the telephone. And how is the lady?
Highly articulate.
May she remain so.
Are you pleased with yourself?
Now, why should I be that, Gardner?
There's a new career opening up for you in futurology.
You tell me. Well, that's very reassuring.
You said something earlier on.
Remind me of it.
Something was going to happen, you suggested. But you said that Judy and I were somehow outside of it. We were irrelevant, you said.
Indeed I did.
Oh, by God, we won't become suddenly relevant with a bang. The question is, are we all relevant to the same thing?
I am just not quite with you.
You're a friend of Judy, aren't you?
I've known her for a long time.
All right, then. Are you relevant to the thing that lies in the room upstairs, or are you relevant to Judy? Are you a policeman or a friend?
I'm both.
Not on, Gordon. You have to make a choice.
The choice is already made for me. Before anything else, or anyone else, I am a policeman.
Well, now we know. Was Calder here last year when the tinker was murdered?
He was not.
But I gather he's no stranger to the district.
He's been coming here since he was a boy. I suppose he's taken more fish from the Loch than any other man in the country.
And what else did he take?
He took liberties.
Oh, I love that phrase.
And there was a bit of a scandal about 7 years ago. A poor neurotic woman who lived in a big house about 3 miles down the road.
Rich?
No, comfortable. She'd spent the best years of her life looking after a terrible old tyrant of an invalid mother. When the old lady died, the house and the money came to her.
And so did Calder.
Yes.
And he conned her.
Out of every last penny.
And what happened to the woman?
She slashed her wrists. And then after she came out of hospital, she sold the house and went away.
How did Calder die?
He was stabbed. Stabbed several times by someone in a panic. Or maybe in a mad fury. The weapon was lying beneath him.
What was it?
One of those long nail file things.
The kind of thing that Judy might have had.
If she had one, we'll find out.
She didn't do it, Gordon. I said she didn't do it.
Are you trying to convince me or yourself? Oh, man, I don't like this business at all. There's a sort of dreary satisfaction in being right for the wrong reasons, but to be wrong for all the right reasons, it's the edge of madness.
Did you manage to get through on the telephone, Mr. Gordon?
I did not, Doris.
Oh, I sometimes wonder if there's any point in having that thing at all. It's neither useful nor ornamental.
Doris, I could not agree with you more.
Mr. Gordon, I've a confession to make.
Oh?
I was talking to Charlie Morris through in the bar just now. You know him. He's the gamekeeper's youngest boy.
Fine young man.
Well, he's going to a dance down in Ballaragh. in his wee van. I told him to tell the police there had been an accident at the hotel, and would they bring a doctor and everything.
Doris, you are a gem.
Miss Clark, all right?
Oh, she's fine.
Anything else while I'm here?
Yes, maybe you could fix me up with a room.
Just sign the book. Room 12. The key's in the door.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to the bar. Oh, it's going like a mill in there tonight. Captain Bevis and his workers. And Mr. Ketch should be coming in soon for his supper. Oh, it's all go, isn't it?
All go indeed, Doris.
Well, if you want anything, you know where I am.
As you said, a gem.
She runs this place practically single-handed.
Who's Mr. Ketch is coming in for his supper?
Oh, it's another of the regulars around here. He's a sort of an amateur naturalist.
He has an ominous name.
Is he?
There was a famous public hangman in the 18th century called Ketch.
Did you tell me?
I think I'll go and get smashed out of my mind.
Well, don't get smashed too far, because I'll be wanting a statement from you. In the meantime, I'll have another session with this infuriating telephonic devil box. Hello? Hello!
I climbed the stairs again and let myself into room 12 and prowled around it once or twice, establishing residence. The darkness outside seemed liquid and total and victorious, as though the moon and stars had drowned in wet tar. Somewhere an owl screamed as it pounced on something small and helpless, and I shook my head at the lousy, vulgar symbolism. You could have written the charms of room 12 on the head of a pin and still had space for one of the shorter works of Charles Dickens. Plus that the hour was beginning to depress me. What was so wise about flying around in the dark and screaming? Anybody could do it. It was no trick at all. No trick at all. So after a while, I went out and walked along the corridor and tapped on a door.
Who is it?
May I come in?
You want to?
I want to. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
Anything I can get you?
Nothing.
Something to eat, perhaps?
I'm not hungry. I'm sorry I said all these things to you.
I thought you were remarkably restrained. Anyway, I heal easily.
Too easily, perhaps.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Why didn't you answer my letters?
I'm still trying to work that out.
Was there another girl?
There was, but she wasn't the reason.
What was her name?
Shirley.
Were you in love with her?
No. She wasn't in love with me either. We were just two people canceling something out for each other.
And what was it you were canceling out?
You, perhaps?
That was horribly unfair to her, was it not?
Yes, I suppose it was.
I'd like a cigarette.
Certainly. Here we are.
Thank you. Did you feel threatened by me?
Not by you personally.
You'll have to explain that.
It's difficult.
Try.
Well, it seems to me that we're all resultants of all kinds of forces. For instance, I once called you jokingly a good Catholic girl, but behind the joke it was true, with everything it implies.
Are you talking about marriage?
I couldn't see you settling for less.
And you're against marriage in principle?
I go around thinking, sometimes sincerely, that I have no particular beliefs about anything. Then every now and again, something happens to make me realize that, almost in spite of myself, there are things I believe in.
But marriage isn't one of them.
I can't decide whether I have an impossibly high concept of marriage or an abysmally low opinion of it.
We could at least have talked about it.
I was frightened, perhaps. I had no good arguments against you.
You're a very competitive person.
Bit cold to talk about marriage.
Yes.
Are you listening attentively?
What makes you think so?
You know what someone once said? Women are very choosy about their lovers, but they'll marry practically anybody.
Oh, I'm the one that reversed that.
Well, Celia, your flatmate, reckoned he was after your money.
She was right.
Were you fond of him?
In a detached way. That's why I understand you and Shirley.
So, where do we go from here?
I don't know. But whatever happens has got to happen spontaneously and honestly.
I'll stick around, if I may.
You may.
I went back downstairs to the lounge. The fire was dying and the room had a strange red glow. There seemed to be bells ringing, but I wasn't sure whether they were in my head or outside. Then a man walked into the lounge. A big man. Smooth, pink skin. Tight, curly hair. Moustache clipped like an aristocratic hedge. Eyes like protuberant gray gooseberries. A big man. Big like a bull. But a bull that knew its way around the best china shops.
What's happened to the staff around here?
Well, they've all been enrolled as special constables.
I beg your pardon?
There's been an accident.
What kind of accident?
Now, Inspector Gordon will be able to classify it when he turns up.
Gordon? Is he here?
He's down the hall somewhere, fighting a losing battle with a telephone.
Oh, damn thing isn't working again, I suppose.
Does it ever work?
It has lucid intervals, but they become fewer and further between. Trouble is, the cable goes across the Loch. It always seems to be unserviceable.
Now, that could be serious in a remote place like this.
Exactly what I keep writing to the county authorities.
They'll probably wait until something happens.
You don't have to tell me about that. It already has happened to me. Oh, nothing world-shaking, of course, but it could have been worse. Could have been much worse.
Well, what was it?
Well, you see, about a year ago. I say, that's decidedly odd. It was exactly a year ago.
The day the tinker was murdered.
That's right. You heard about that?
It's part of the local folklore.
Huh? Oh, quite.
And what happened to you?
Well, you see, now, that morning, now, I was out doing some rough shooting. Do you know this district at all?
No, not at all.
Beautiful country. Beautiful. Anyway, about a mile from here, there's a pretty rough stretch. Outcrop rock, that sort of thing, you know. I slipped and went over on my ankle. Now, damned painful, of course, but didn't really worry about it too much till the afternoon. Went up like a balloon. Couldn't hobble around without a stick. Now, next thing, I was laid low and decided to call in the quack.
And you couldn't get through?
Well, I could not. Now, hung on till next day. It was very painful. Then I sent one of my chaps in the estate car to fetch old Doc Ferguson. Told me my ankle had been broken all the time.
Oh, some days it pays not to get up.
Huh?
A profound philosophical truth, Gardner.
Oh.
Oh,
You, Captain Bevis.
Oh, tolerable, Gordon, tolerable. Now, what's this I hear about an accident?
A very nasty one, I'm afraid. I'm handling it at the moment, but, well, you understand etiquette demands that the local police be informed as soon as possible.
Lucky you caught me here. This evening we finished clearing away that timber that was flattened in the big gale. Now, brought some of the estate workers along for a drink. Now, send one of them off in the shooting break.
Thank you, but it's all under control. Tell me, is Elspeth MacDonald celebrating with you?
Elspeth? Oh, dear. I mean, what's she got to do with timber?
Well, I understood that the local youth spent its time carving her name on trees.
Huh? Oh! oh, jolly good, Gordon. I say you're a sardonic clot. Now, about this accident. Anything I can do? I have a little rudimentary medical knowledge.
Oh, we need the doctor purely as a formality.
Bad as that, eh?
As bad as it can be ever for Calder. Unless there's a hereafter.
Calder? Oh, that damned scoundrel.
He's dead.
What happened to him?
It'll take about 2 hours to get to Ballarach and back.
Did somebody chop him?
The local police and the doctor should be here about midnight.
Yes, well, you win, Gordon. But I can read between the lines. And if somebody's done in Calder, I'll wager there's a filly involved somewhere.
There is.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. What an idiotic thing to say. Well, must get back to the chaps. Oh, please forgive me for saying that tomfool thing. Huh? Bit of a bull in a china shop sometimes. Oh, see you later.
And that was?
Captain Siegfried Bevis of Loch.
Siegfried?
His father had a passion for Wagner. Played the cello, I believe.
And what does Siegfried play?
He plays at being the local lord of the manor.
Does he play it well?
He's very popular locally. He's extremely generous when he has the money.
He doesn't look short of a few bob.
Oh, the family had money right enough, but 2 lots of death duties in 10 years made a mighty big hole in it.
Pity the poor rich. Bevis. But Bevis, the name's familiar.
Greatest athlete of the century, they called him once. Olympic gold medalist, 1952.
Of course. Pentathlon or decathlon or something like that.
That's the man.
I must remember to be nice to him in case he uproots a tree and hits me with it.
Inspector Gordon! Inspector Gordon! The telephone's working again.
Gordon went loping off triumphantly towards his restored communication. And when he had gone, I sat down and stared into the dying fire, not thinking at all. And gradually I began to feel sorry for myself. It seemed to me that I was sitting in the ruins of this or any other world. Far off in the bar, I could hear Bevis's estate workers. One of them was singing an interminable song. There was shouting and laughter, as though there were no private griefs anywhere. A coal fell from the fire. A piece of furniture stretched itself. Once, I thought I heard a mouse scraping thoughtfully behind the wall. I tried to read the magazines that lay around. There were pictures of a top model with no bottom. A woman writer, bright and hysterical, told me how to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Professor confidently predicted total pollution of the earth in 50 years. I'm ahead of you, I thought, Professor. It's happening to me, right here and now. And all at once I became aware of the little man who had just come into the lounge. He was bald and benevolent, plump, like Buddha, but better dressed.
A glorious night, is it not?
I'll have to take your word for it.
What I meant was, it was a glorious night for my purposes.
You wouldn't be Jack the Ripper.
My name is Ketch.
Well, Doris was worrying about your supper.
I've already reported myself in. You're from the south?
Yes.
London?
Yes.
And how is London these days?
It goes on and on.
I lived there for 7 years. Hated every minute of it. I've been out tonight looking for badgers.
Did you find any?
Not really. But I know there's a hoot a couple of miles down the loch. You know Craig's Point?
I don't even know Craig.
Oh. Are you in some sort of trouble?
Do I sound it?
You do, rather.
Then perhaps I am.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't think so.
If you needed money or anything?
Nothing like that, thank you.
I can't bear to see people in trouble. It hurts me physically. I don't know whether that's a sign of a soft heart or a soft head.
Well, it's a sign you know what trouble is.
Oh, I do. I do indeed. There seems to be a strange, restless atmosphere in the hotel tonight.
You think so?
Oh, yes. I'm tremendously susceptible to atmosphere, you know.
Really?
I think we all of us are, if we allow ourselves to be.
Why don't we?
Pressure of modern life, I suppose. I did tell you about the years I spent in London.
You did mention it, yes.
I was a tax consultant. I made a lot of money. Made a lot of money for myself and a lot of other people. I didn't make anything else.
Are you married?
No. That was something I missed out on. All the ordinary, normal, human, if you like, animal things. Well, I just seem to miss out on them. Are you married?
No. No, I missed out for different reasons.
When I packed it all in, I decided to, well, in a way, to go back to first principles, back to nature. It was strange, almost frightening, to get back one's sense of taste. Physical taste, of course. One's sense of smell. One's reactions became faster, like an animal's.
And one sense of atmosphere.
Oh, that above all. I mean, you've heard of dogs howling before a death, haven't you?
Your supper, Mr. Cat.
Oh, excuse me. Coming, Doris.
He went off towards the kitchen, and I sat there, hearing the singing and the shouting and the laughter. It was well after closing time, and I remembered a friend of mine going into a Highland hotel one evening in March and asking when the bar closed and being told October. Then Doris was back like Florence Nightingale on a big food kick.
Are you sure you won't eat, Mr. Gardner?
Oh, quite sure, thank you, Doris.
The liver and bacon's nice.
I'm sure it is.
So is the haggis and turnip.
I'm just not hungry.
Oh, nobody seems to be eating tonight.
Well, the atmosphere isn't exactly festive.
Maybe not, but I think at a time like this it's important to keep your strength up. I could grill you some chops.
Doris, do you want me to put it in writing? I don't want anything to eat, thank you. Tell me, did you like Peter Calder?
Never thought too much about him.
I was wondering what you thought of him.
Well, he was a very attractive man, but...
Well, what was it you didn't like about him?
No, just something. The way he would look at you, like you were something to be used.
A great lover.
Oh, his big love affair was with himself. Mind you, he was always very nice to me, but I never thought he was that keen for cake.
Now you're back on food again. She went back to the kitchen and her infallible cure for all evils, food. And I had a brief vision of her sitting there for years among all those ruined victuals like that mad old woman in Great Expectation. And then Ketch was back, quietly, apologetically. And if I'd been a badger, I would never have heard him. But if I'd been a badger, he would never have asked me the question he did.
Would it disturb you if I played the piano?
How many fingers do you use?
I'm quite proficient, I assure you.
Go ahead.
You may even find it soothing.
It's just possible.
I finally managed to persuade them to get the piano tuned here. Yeah.
Stop it!
Is something the matter?
I don't like your taste in incidental music.
Neither do I, Mr. Ketch.
Oh, you're the policeman.
What made you play that particular piece of music, Mr. Ketch?
I don't understand. It's a Chopin sonata. I like Chopin.
I am practically a musical illiterate, Mr. Ketch, but somehow I associate that music with funerals.
Yes, it has been used.
Why did you play that piece tonight of all nights?
I really don't see... Oh. It's happened again, then. I knew it would. I stressed the point. Once you've killed, I said. It's so easy to kill again.
Who did you say that to?
To someone who had killed someone else?
Someone who murdered a tinker?
Tell me who it was. Oh. It's your duty to tell me. I am a police officer.
I know. And that's precisely the reason. I can't tell you.
In part 2 of The Wolf Far Hence by Edward Boyd, the parts were played as follows. Steve Gardner, Teddy Johnson, Detective Inspector Gordon, Mulder Kelsall, Judy Clark, Janet Michael, Doris, Margaret Yell, Captain Siegfried Bevis, Robert Urquhart, Jonathan Ketch, Walter Carr. The Wolf Far Hence was produced in our Glasgow studios by Eddie Fraser.
But would not tell.
Tell me who it was.
No.
And it's your duty to tell me. I am a police officer.
I know. And that is precisely the reason. I can't tell you.
An hour later, all that had happened was 60 minutes. Gordon had thrown the book at Ketch, but the little man had remained unshaken. There was, you had to admit, a kind of heroism about it.
Mr. Ketch, are you fully aware of the implications of what you are doing?
Oh, yes, fully aware.
Your position is, to say the least, highly equivocal.
You don't understand.
I understand this much. If you keep up this attitude, you are technically an accessory to a murder.
It's a question of principle, you see, Inspector.
The law has its principles, too.
Oh, yes, indeed. One wonders sometimes.
Wonders what, Mr. Ketch?
If we are both talking about the same thing.
Oh, this is a smashing game. How many people can play?
I don't think it's a game, Mr. Gardner.
Then what the hell is it?
Mr. Ketch, I will be very patient.
Because patience is your stock in trade.
Well, as it happens, it is. But it doesn't have to be. We all know that. That's the way I prefer it. But I would not like you to regard it as a stock in trade. Or, to put it another way, as a technique.
You're trying to tell me that you can always threaten me.
I am only trying very hard not to get angry.
The law is very naive about murder, isn't it?
No.
Oh, yes, it is. We are not all equal. We are not all the same worth. But you pretend we are. If the most valuable person in the world killed the most useless arrant villain, you wouldn't stop for a moment to take into account their respective merits?
No, I would not.
But you should, you see. I mean, a man who kills a tyrant is hailed as a hero. But there are small tyrants, too.
There are also small head cases.
Everyone is so blind, so very blind. Once upon a time, you could guarantee to walk outside this hotel any night and see a barn owl. Great, beautiful, white, ghostly things, floating silently through the dusk. Now, they've all gone.
What the hell are you talking about?
Pesticides, animals and birds being killed off. Men all over the world poisoning the rivers and suffocating the seas. That is a worse kind of murder than anything that's happened around here. I think you've got to take into account the quality of the victim.
Willie John McPhee.
Willie John McPhee was a liar and a drunkard and a wife-beater, and no loss to anyone.
And Calder?
Is that who it was? Calder?
That's who it was.
If anything, he was worse than McPhee.
Look, Ketch, I'm no intellectual. I'm the average sensual man, as the saying goes. I'm one of the big sillies that keep the daily papers going. I get all my further education reading digest magazines on railway journeys.
Gardner, do you have to...
As far as advanced theory goes, I don't even come under starter's orders. You and Gordon here have the field all to yourselves. My interest is purely practical. I have a natural objection to seeing someone made the scapegoat for a murder she didn't commit.
What? Who are you talking about?
The girl who came down here with Calder.
Miss Clark?
Miss Clark.
Isn't it just possible that she might have done it?
No, it's not. Firstly, because she denies it, and she's so honest it's almost embarrassing.
And secondly?
Secondly, both you and Gordon seem to regard this second killing not only as a result of the first one, but almost an inevitable result.
Post hoc, ergo propter hoc.
Translate.
It is a logical fallacy which assumes that because one thing happens after another, it happens because of it. I am not prone to that kind of thinking.
I'm not sure you're prone to any kind of thinking at all. Gordon's predicament I can understand. He's a policeman, and bound by the job he's chosen.
I've told you, I have my principles too.
And one of them is to let the innocent suffer for the guilty?
I'll have to consider this.
You'll be made to.
And I refuse to be bullied. Am I free to go, Inspector?
Yes, but not too far.
I won't run away, I assure you.
Gordon, will you give me a frank answer to a frank question?
If I can.
What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Why not?
Well, to begin with, there's the question of etiquette. I'm in somebody else's territory, and...
Is that the only reason?
No, it isn't. Oh, man, the plain truth is that I am just as confused in my mind as Ketch is. My intuition tells me that Judy Clark couldn't do a thing like this. But all the logic of the evidence, all my training, if you like, points in the opposite direction.
I see.
Oh, you'll have to face up to it, Gardner.
To what?
To the possibility that she may be arrested.
You'd let that happen?
Well, how could I stop it?
Would you really want to?
That doesn't enter into it.
Oh, but it does, it does. That would get you off the hook, wouldn't it? Take the whole thing out of your hands. Then you could wash them, like Pontius Pilate. Oh, I'm sorry.
Think nothing of it. If your remark shows little else, at least it shows that you've read your New Testament.
And so once again I had the lounge all to myself. And I threw another log on the fire. And it hissed and spat at me like a witch. And then began to burn like one. And black shapes danced erratically across the walls. And a swift, sudden, small rain ran its wet kitten claws down the glass of the windows. I didn't hear him come into the room. 6'3" and 16 stones. The grey, prominent eyes and tight hair. The man whose father had christened him Siegfried. Captain Bevis.
Not interrupting, am I?
Well, look around. There's nothing to interrupt.
The fact of the matter is, old boy, I'm a ruddy fugitive.
And what are you fleeing?
Oh, these chaps of mine threw in the bar. My Lord, how they do drink once they get started. Frightening.
Well, you don't look as though you would frighten easily.
Not a drinking man, you see. Never was.
You couldn't be a bevy merchant and an Olympic athlete, could you?
That was it. Training and all that rot.
Do you miss any of it? The glory, the army?
Nothing to miss, old boy. Army career, totally undistinguished. Tried hard, of course. Commander courses, parachute jumping.
But you were too valuable as an athlete.
That sort of thing. Frustrating, really.
Did you know Willie John McPhee?
I was born and brought up here, old boy.
Of course you were.
And I've already told you about breaking my ankle the day he was butchered.
Bad as that, was it?
Very messy.
A rather unpleasant character, I hear.
McPhee? Yes, I suppose he was. Unpredictable. Very vicious. Damn good piper, though.
Did you come in contact with him much?
Well, yes and no.
What does that mean?
When I was younger, he was always about the place. My father was fond of him for some extraordinary reason. After the old man died, I discouraged him.
Gently?
Except for one occasion.
Tell me about it.
Oh, well, you see, I came across him one day beating his wife. She was lying on the ground, and he was ladling into her with his great hobnail boots. Well, I mean, a chap can't just stand by.
Well, what did you do?
I picked him up and heaved him in the Loch. What's your interest in McPhee?
His name cropped up in a weird conversation I had earlier on with a man called Ketch.
Strange little fellow.
Very. He seems to think he knows who killed McPhee.
The deuce he does.
But all the king's horses and all the king's men won't make him divulge the name, he says.
But, damn it, it's the chap's duty to tell.
That point was put to him forcibly.
And he still refused?
Yes.
Can't understand what's happening to people nowadays. I mean, all the old things, the clean things, gone. Decency, law and order, respect. World's gone mad. What happened to Calder?
He was stabbed.
By the girl?
She says no.
If she did do it, she should get a medal.
You think so?
The most appalling cat. And conceited. Too good-looking by half. Oh. I seem to have nothing good to say about anyone tonight. You know, think I'll risk venturing back to the bar? Wouldn't care to join us, would you?
No, thank you. I'm still licking last night's wounds.
Oh, I've probably still got mine ahead of me. Good night.
Good night. They arrived as Gordon had predicted at midnight. Headlights swiveled, and the lounge seemed to leap up and settle down again. Car door opened, slammed. Feet crunched on gravel. Official voices. Somebody laughed. Then they came in with Gordon. There were 3 of them, but you only noticed the man in front, which is where he would always be. He had a contemporary executive face and an expression that recognized 2 sides to every question. His and the wrong one. He was sharply dressed and looked very physical. He could have been played by Steve McQueen.
Detective Sergeant Grant, Steve Gardner.
Mr. Gardner.
How do you do, Sergeant?
Right, sir. Perhaps you can put us in the picture.
Well, first of all, I think you should see what we've got upstairs.
We went upstairs. The lights in the corridor seemed dulled, like the eyes of tired fish. Shadows clung to the wall. There was a faint perfume of dust. I waited outside the room where Calder lay. And after a while, the policemen all came out. Their faces were calm and secret and official, except for one young constable who looked green. But that may just have been a trick of the light. We went along to the room where Judy was. Doris, the waitress, was still with her, but scuttled off when she saw the police uniforms.
My name is Grant, Miss Clark. Detective Sergeant Grant. I believe you can assist us in our inquiries into the death of Mr. Calder.
Shouldn't you have a lawyer, Judy?
Please, Steve.
It's very late, of course, and I realize you've been through a very distressing experience. Nevertheless...
I quite understand. Like you, I would prefer to get this over with as soon as possible.
Excellent.
Will it be all right if Mr. Gardner stays?
Inspector?
Oh, if it's all right with you, it's all right with me.
I have no objection. And now, Miss Clark.
I'd like to make a statement.
In that case, Miss Clark, I must warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence.
Funny. I never thought anyone actually ever said that.
Got your notebook ready, McIndoe?
Ready, Sergeant.
Over to you, Miss Clark.
Yes. I came to this hotel a week ago. The 22nd, to be exact. I came alone because there were certain things I wanted to think out.
Concerning Mr. Calder?
Yes.
When did he arrive here?
The following day.
At your invitation?
Oh, quite the reverse.
What was the relationship between you and the dead man?
Finished.
Do we have to go into all this?
I'm afraid we have, sir. You were telling us about you and Mr. Calder, Miss Clark.
He and I had been having a slight episode. At least, that was how I regarded it, and I'd no reason to believe he saw it any differently.
Did he?
Oh, he pretended he did. He said he wanted to marry me.
But you didn't want that?
No. He was attentive and amusing, and, well, over the past few months I've been needing something like that. But nothing more. Perhaps I treated him badly. If so, it's too late to apologize. For the past week, I've been trying to get the message through to him, but he just wouldn't listen. He really put the pressure on, did the whole bit. I began to feel hysterical. I don't think I'm very good at breaking things up. Am I going too fast for your shorthand writer?
No, Miss Clark, you're not.
Go on, Miss Clark.
Then today.
Ah, yes. Today.
Today was nasty. We went for a trip on the Loch. He went on and on and on, and finally I screamed at him. And then when we got back to the hotel, Steve had arrived unexpectedly, and that seemed the last straw.
No prizes for timing.
None.
Continue, Miss Clark.
Well, I had tea with Peter, and then went up to my room. I had a blinding headache, and I was heartily fed up. Then suddenly Peter walked in without knocking. He was absolutely livid. The names he called me, oh, you can imagine. I tried to reason with him, but it was no use. And then he lost control and struck me across the face.
What did you do then?
I told him what I thought of him. Oh, it wasn't much, but it ran to a lot of words. He struck me again, and I kicked him.
You kicked him?
What else could I have done?
Maybe you have a point there, Miss Clark.
What happened next?
Well, after all that, I felt that I had to get out. So I came downstairs. I didn't want to go through the hallway to the main doors.
Why not?
Because I'd been crying and my face was a mess, and I didn't want to meet Steve because I'd had enough emotion for one night.
So you went out the back way?
Yes, the door was open and...
You're sure the door was open?
Well, of course. That was how I found it. There was a dreadful draught coming from somewhere, and it turned out to be the back door.
And you say it was open?
Wide open. I went out and closed it behind me. Then I walked around for about an hour to try and clear my headache. I didn't, so I came back.
By the back door again?
Yes.
Did you lock it behind you?
No.
What did you do after you came back?
I went upstairs. I tried to read for a little, then I decided to lie down. That was when I heard the noise in the corridor.
What kind of noise?
Well, a sort of scuffling sound. I got up and opened the door, and Peter stumbled in. His hands were clutching at his chest, and he seemed as though he was trying to say something. Then he fell forward, and I screamed.
You didn't touch him at all?
No.
Or examine the body in any way?
No.
So you're unaware of the type of weapon that killed him?
It didn't really occur to me to be that clinical.
He was stabbed several times with a nail file. A very long nail file. Can you tell us anything about that nail file, Miss Clark?
It was probably mine.
I see. How did it come to be where it was?
I don't know. He may have borrowed it without asking. He was very vain about his appearance.
Miss Clark, do you recall Inspector Gordon and Mr. Gardner rushing into the room in answer to your scream?
Yes.
Do you recall what you said then?
I'm not quite sure.
Would you agree that it was, "I didn't mean to do it"?
Something like that.
What precisely did you mean by these words?
Well, I was ashamed because I'd panicked. Well, all I meant was that I hadn't meant to scream. That I only screamed because I was frightened and lost my head. You don't believe me, do you?
Have you anything else to say, Miss Clark?
Only that you're wrong.
About what?
About thinking I killed him.
I'll bring the statement round tomorrow for you to sign. In the meantime...
I'll still be here if you want me.
Thank you. Good night, Miss Clark.
They all filed out, carrying with them a kind of quiet triumph. All, that is, except Gordon, who looked tired and somehow defeated. He said nothing as we went down to the lounge, and went on saying nothing. He looked at me for a moment, then went off with his fellow predators. There was a vague outline sprawled in an armchair. A big man.
It's me, Bevis.
I thought you were going home.
If I had a brain in my head, I'd be there. Dog-tired. Too tired to make the effort of going to bed.
I know the feeling.
That poor girl. Have a rough time?
Pretty rough, yes.
It's so blasted unfair, isn't it?
What is?
Well, this chap called her. Absolutely poisonous piece of humanity. All wrong that decent people should suffer because of him.
Ketch was saying much the same thing.
Really?
His thesis seems to be that there are victims and victims.
Pity it couldn't be as simple as that.
Yes, a great pity.
Now, I'm all for simplicity myself. Like the seasons to follow each other in their proper order. Hate fuss, disorder, disorganization.
The army mentality.
Strange how people sneer at it.
No, I wasn't sneering.
It teaches you the rules, you see.
Calder recognized no rules, so naturally, or perhaps professionally, he was no use.
I wouldn't say that.
No?
Chap we had once in the regiment. Fellow called Langford Hewitt. Complete outsider, womanizer, loudmouth. Cheated at cards, everybody loathed him. Then one night he was killed in an accident.
And?
From that moment, the regiment started to disintegrate. Everybody quarreling with everybody else, big slump in morale. Seemed almost as though we needed Langford Hewitt, or somebody like him.
Kind of a septic focus.
Don't know. All too much for me. Like to think there's a pattern somewhere. But every now and then...
I don't think they make patterns anymore.
Depressing thought to take to bed. And that's where I'm going. If there is anything I can do...
I'll call on you. Good night.
Yes. Well, good night again.
He went off to his virtuous couch and his dreams of a vanished simplicity. I went upstairs to talk to Judy.
I've really landed myself in it this time, haven't I, Steve?
That would appear to be the official view.
And what is your view, Steve?
You don't have to ask that.
Maybe I'm asking for reassurance.
You can have all you want.
That detective sergeant gave me the creeps.
Yeah, he's a cold one. You can smell ambition all over him. Like a deodorant.
You understand about Calder, don't you?
I've seen a lot of Calders. They have an unerring instinct for unhappy women. Strongest weapon in their armory.
Things he said to me. I felt cheap, unclean.
You spoiled his image.
When are you going back to London?
London? Where's that?
I like you, Steve.
Well, that's good because I don't like myself too much.
I'm horribly tired.
Well, it's no wonder.
Death and disaster. And all I want to do is sleep. Somehow it seems callous.
No, it's perfectly natural. I'll leave you to get on with it.
Please.
See you in the morning. On a great and final victory over comfort, I lay down on the hard bed, trying to be brilliant, managing only to be numb, wondering if Detective Sergeant Grant was a robot, and if so, who programmed him. And then I fell asleep and fell over the edge of an uneasy dream.
Judith Clark, now or lately prisoner in the prison of Glasgow, you are indicted and accused at the instance of William Buchanan, Esquire, Her Majesty's advocate for Her Majesty's interest, that albeit by the laws of this and every other well-governed realm, the crime of murder is of an heinous nature and severely punishable.
I object.
Who is this fellow?
Mr. Gardner, my lord, an acquaintance of the accused.
No more than an acquaintance.
No more.
Make your objection specific, fellow.
The indictment is old-fashioned.
Murder is an old-fashioned crime.
Proceed. You are Judy Clark.
I am.
Born.
Under Sagittarius.
My lord, I would like to take this ad at this item.
I will quote to you the relevant document. A well-known purveyor of second sight for the masses, a tinker, I believe, states in today's categorical newspaper, this moment is especially inauspicious for Sagittarius subject. Make no plans. You have no great future.
I didn't mean to do it.
You expect us to believe that?
I lost my head. I was frightened.
Members of the jury, Judith Clark, Mr. Peter Calder's last manicurist.
Steve.
Oh, Judy. What is it?
The room next door, Steve. That funny little man, you know, the naturalist.
Ketch?
Yes.
What about him?
I don't know. I think perhaps he may be ill.
What makes you think so?
For the past hour, he's been walking up and down the floor and moaning like an animal.
Oh, I wonder how many stars this dump has in the guidebooks.
I think you should go to him.
If you say so.
I think you should.
It could have been the wind in the crumpling eaves of an old dark house. Then you sensed the hurt. An animal trapped hopelessly. Betrayal. Despair without words.
Who is it?
It's me, Gardiner.
Come in.
Are you all right?
No.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I think I am beyond help.
Oh, aren't you dramatizing things a bit?
I wish to God I was.
Well, if you need a doctor.
I've never had a day's illness in my life.
You sounded in pain.
I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
Not me. You were disturbing Judy Clark in the room next door. She thought you needed help and sent me here.
She sent you to help me?
It's not as noble as it sounds. She doesn't know you're prepared to betray her.
Oh, but it's very humbling just the same.
Perhaps you've a lot to be humble about.
Perhaps I have. What can I say to her?
It might be more to the point if you said something to Inspector Gordon.
No. No, I can't do it that way. That would be cowardly. And I have been a coward too long.
Almost exactly a year, I would say.
Yes.
Hiding behind your principles.
I'm not hiding behind them anymore.
Are you quite sure?
Oh, yes. But there has to be a confrontation, you see. I've got to explain exactly why I'm doing what I have decided to do.
And what happens if you wind up dead?
That won't matter, will it? And my death would prove Miss Clark's innocence.
And leave your friend free to go on killing?
That won't happen, I assure you.
I think you're a fool.
I'm glad you came along.
Don't mention it.
It was kind of you. And after the way I behaved earlier this evening, or last night, rather, I hardly deserved your kindness.
Well, let me go on being kind and advise you not to do anything foolish.
I won't.
Good. And on that note, I'll say good night.
Good night, Mr. Gardner. And thank you.
Was he all right?
I don't know.
What did you think?
I thought and still think that he's out of his cotton-picking mind.
But did you get the impression... Shh. What was it, Steve?
Ketch's door opening.
But...
Shh. He's gone past.
Where are you going?
After him.
No, Steve.
But yes, you see, it occurs to me that Mr. Ketch might just have a rendezvous with whoever killed Peter Calder.
In part 3 of The Wolf Far Hence by Edward Boyd, the parts were played as follows. Steve Gardner, Teddy Johnson, Detective Inspector Gordon, Moultrie Kelsall, Jonathan Ketch, Walter Carr, Judy Clark, Janet Michael, Captain Siegfried Bevis, Robert Urquhart, Detective Sergeant Grant, David Kinnaird. The Wolf Far Hence was produced in our Glasgow studios by Eddie Fraser.
Dark Loch. And after a while he spoke to some invisible person.
I'm glad you came. I knew you'd come, of course. You had to know, hadn't you? In a way, that's your punishment. Always having to know, and always having to dread the next piece of knowledge. I wonder how I appear to you. A funny little fat man, I suppose, with thick glasses and a killing bottle. A bug hunter. At least all I ever killed was insects. I know you despise me. You probably always have despised me. And once, not so very long ago, that would have hurt me very badly. But now it doesn't matter in the slightest. Because, you see, your assessment of anything just isn't valid anymore. Because you're insane. All this rubbish they talk about the cunning of insanity. You weren't even halfway intelligent, were you? Just lucky. Lucky that it was me. An idiot that was prepared to use himself against himself. An old dog that didn't want to learn new tricks. You know my name. Ketch. Not a pleasant name. The name of a celebrated old-time hangman. Oh, I call myself Jonathan. But my birth certificate says Jack. Yes, that was his Christian name, too. If Christian has any meaning in that context. For God's sake, will you please stop whistling? My childhood was a crucifixion. A master at school started it. A sadistic failure with bad breath. Oh, and the boys readily took up the game. That is why, to this day, I have an almost pathological dislike of string. I grew up hating my name and everything it symbolized. Then one day, I read somewhere that it was not the hangman who dishonored society. It was society that dishonored the hangman. Oh, I wish I had words to convey. It was like finding a new color. From that moment, I was a passionate opponent of capital punishment. But for all the wrong reasons. For personal reasons. Then one day, they suspend capital punishment. They do the very thing I had been bleating for them to do for years. And when they did that, they took away something from me. My dynamic, my purpose, whatever you like to call it. And what did I do? I pretended it hadn't happened. Yes, I pretended it just hadn't happened. Of course, I made my own rationalization, my petty excuses, rubbish about the quality of the victims, stuff like that. But I wasn't really worrying about the victims. I wasn't even interested in identifying with them. I was preoccupied with people like you. In effect, I was saying that murder isn't a crime at all. And that's how it was a year ago when I met you. Caught you red-handed from a murder. Literally red-handed. You may remember I was sick. I didn't betray you. But you betrayed me. You killed again. And you killed in a way that placed an innocent girl at risk. And I suddenly realized that murder can have innocent, living victims. So, you will surrender yourself to the police not later than 6 o'clock this evening. If you don't, I'll tell them the truth myself, regardless of consequences. And may the Lord have mercy on your soul. What are you doing? You fool! Let go of me! You crazy maniac! Let me go!
I started to rush forward and fell. A scrubby tree slashed me across the face, almost contemptuously. The silence settled down again, as though nothing had happened. As though someone hadn't vanished into the mist. As though someone else hadn't vanished over the edge of the cliff. It took me a long time to find him. I looked down at him and wondered, saint or simpleton? Simpleton or saint? Then I decided categories didn't really matter when your neck is broken. I set off to find the way back to the hotel. The mist had settled in now, and walking through it was like being in a milk bottle along with the milk. Dawn didn't really arrive. The darkness simply paled. Water dripped from skeletal branches. There was something irrational about that mist. It was like a sheet covering a world that no one had any longer any use for. Then suddenly there was a clearing and a tiny house, lime-washed but streaked leprously with climbing green damp. Anybody home?
Who is it?
I'm lost.
We all are. Come in, lost man.
Thank you.
Mind your head.
Ouch.
Oh, you'll be about 6 feet.
I am.
I can always tell the height of a man by how he hits his head coming into this house.
Are you blind?
No.
It's so dark in here.
I cannot be buying candles and whiskey.
I was trying to get back to the hotel.
You had better be staying here till the mist clears.
I'm in a hurry. There's been an accident.
There will be another if you leave this house. The moss would swallow you up like a cherry.
But this mist could hang around for days.
I have known it to be like this for a fortnight of days.
Well, I can't wait that long.
Living at the hotel, you will be a very rich man.
Now, that's what I call jumping to a conclusion.
You will perhaps have a small piece of silver to spare for a poor woman.
3 new 10-shilling pieces. 150 new pence.
And 30 old-fashioned pieces of silver.
Enough?
There is no limit to your honour's generosity. A blessing on you, your honour. I beg without pride.
This is a lonely spot you live in?
Loneliness is loveliness. I have been dragged the roads of the world at the tail of a cart in the wake of a stupid man. He beat me and starved me, but I followed still, being stupid as he was.
But you're alone now.
This past year.
Your name couldn't be McPhee.
It would, and a good tinkered name it is.
It was your husband who was killed on an island in the Loch.
Butchered like a sheep. I know the island well, a grand place for blueberries. After that, Captain Bevis gave me this house to sit in, rent-free. He is a man with an open hand, the captain, and he was sorry for me, no doubt, now that someone had taken Willie John McPhee away from me. He had his good points, had Willie John. He would sing you a song, mend you a pot, weave you a basket, and play you anything at all on the pipes. He could read and write as well.
Oh, is that unusual?
It is with us travelling people. But Willie John could read and write, and that is why he died.
Well, I can read and write, but I've never regarded it as fatal.
It made Willie John McPhee no longer humble.
You know who killed him, don't you? I might even know myself.
Knowing and showing are different things, and you will get no help there from me for all your 30 pieces of silver.
You have no bitterness?
Every morning I waken, and I see the sun, or I lie listening to the rain, and I know that that day and the next there will be no beatings and no hunger. I know that there is whiskey at my hand and food to come from the big house. And I stretch myself like a cat, and I say to my warm loneliness, God bless the man who killed Willie John McPhee.
I was there for 3 hours with the mist closing us round like a goldfish bowl. Then a light breeze came up and let the day arrive, and I said farewell to the woman without bitterness, the happy widow of Willie John McPhee. I went back to the hotel. I was tired, wet, hungry, and the scratch across my face was hurting. There was a smell of breakfast cooking, and my tidy mind wondered if I should tell somebody that one of them would never be eaten. Gordon was waiting for me in the lounge. He stood up and came striding towards me, and his face said anything but welcome.
By faith, Gardner, you take a lot on yourself.
Someone has to when the law's lying asleep all over the place.
I've already taken care of that. Now you've some explaining to do.
About what?
About you slipping out of the hotel.
Why shouldn't I slip out of the hotel? Am I a suspect?
No, but...
What are you, the Gestapo?
I'm talking about Ketch.
You haven't even mentioned him.
Judy told me
If I'd stopped to bring your sleeping sentry to life, I'd have lost Ketch. As it was, I had all hell's delight keeping up with him.
Did he come back with you?
He won't be coming back.
Did you let him run away?
He's dead.
Detective Sergeant Grant will run that imbecile constable out of the force.
That's his hassle.
Tell me what happened.
Well, you know that I followed Ketch out.
He was going to meet somebody.
That's how it turned out.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Man, were you even there?
I was there. It was weird. The most fantastic one-sided conversation I've ever heard. Ketch went on and on, justifying himself. I'll write it all down for you as far as I can remember it. Whoever he was talking to just stood there whistling.
Whistling?
Yes, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Pretty appropriate it turned out to be.
Look, Gardner, when you finished your embroidery...
Shut up! You and your team have been pretty inept, both this time and last time.
All right, I'll hear you out.
Well, there isn't much more. Ketch told the murderer to come to you tonight at 6. The murderer didn't like that idea. Ketch got thrown over a cliff.
By whom?
I don't know.
What?
I couldn't even say whether it was a man or a woman. There was the mist. And whoever it was standing in the shadow of a huge rock.
Oh, that would be Craig's Point.
I wouldn't know.
A place with an enormous rock standing by itself on the edge of a sheer drop.
Now, that sounds like it, all right.
I'll get down there with that team right away.
Gordon?
Yes?
Before you go.
What is that?
Last night in here, when you were doing your fey and eerie bit, you mentioned a name, Elspeth something.
Elspeth MacDonald.
That's it. She saw the devil, so you said.
So she said.
In the likeness of a black man, right?
Not only right, traditional.
Did you believe her?
Gardner, this is a very quiet spot. Nothing much really ever happens here. But when something does...
Something like a murder?
When something like that happens, then all kinds of people want to add their little quota of drama.
So you reckon it was all in her head?
If it was very lonely. Elspeth is a most attractive girl, but she is as thick in the head as the rim of a chamber pot.
You did try to check her story?
But her boyfriend, or the one she was with on that particular night, he denied the whole thing. And the devil himself we were not able to contact. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be getting down to Craig's Point.
The mist had gone, and a tremulous sun gave promise of one of those tearful days that seemed to be testing out for spring. Beyond the windows, you could see little green periscopes that would soon be daffodils. You could probably have found snowdrops if you tried. On the wet lawn was a flock of passerine birds, sparrows, chaffinches. A robin hopped among them, pompous and important. Behind the noise they made, there was a kind of excitement. They had survived. I went up to my room and washed and shaved, and then went down and ate a hearty country breakfast. And all these rituals taken care of, I went to see Judy with my good tidings, as pompous and important as the robin outside.
You scratched your face.
Yeah, I fell over a tree. I'm thinking of suing the Forestry Commission.
Inspector Gordon was looking for you.
Oh, I've seen him.
He's furiously angry.
Well, the shrinks call it displacement. He was really angry with that beef-fed clot of a constable, so he took it out on me. You know, like kicking the cat.
Tell me what happened.
I told her all about Ketch and the weird conversation and the whistling in the mist and the last sad dying fall.
Poor little man.
He dug his own grave.
I still feel guilty, as though in some way it was my fault.
You'd need some fancy chopped logic to justify that.
But if I hadn't come here in the first place...
Look, the situation was in being long before you came on the scene. You mustn't dramatize your part in it.
I suppose you're right.
Ketch was always talking about victims. That was because he was a born victim himself. But this puts you in the clear now. I suppose you realize that.
And all it cost was a man's life.
Well, maybe you'd have preferred to go to jail for something you didn't do. Do you have a martyr complex that size?
I don't have a martyr complex at all. It's just that...
It's just that you wish that life was neater and tidier and less unjust.
Perhaps.
Well, it's not neat, and it's far from tidy, and it's desperately unjust. And the wicked flourish in high places, and the good ones go to the wall.
Then it's hardly worth going on with, is it?
We go on because there's nowhere else to go.
Oh, that's too bleak for me, Steve.
It's bleak for all of us. So we make a little oasis here and a little oasis there. And if we can get the right kind of oasis, we can get along.
Which brings us to us. What do we do about us, Steve?
Well, we could always throw the I Ching.
What is that?
A Chinese method of divination. It's a pretty elaborate ceremony done properly, but you can do it using pennies. You throw the pennies so many times, get a pattern, look up the book, and there's your answer.
I've got the pennies.
I've lost the book.
All of a sudden, I'm ashamed of Calder.
So you went to bed with him, so big deal.
Big deal.
You're not liberated yet, are you?
I don't know if I'm strong enough.
You'll make it, if you regard Calder as just another milestone on the journey.
And you?
The next milestone.
I'll think about it.
Well, don't think about it too long. I found my first grey hair this morning.
I'll think about it.
I am never one to interfere with anyone's thinking, especially when it concerns me. So I left Judy and went outside into the fresh air and walked along aimlessly, along the road that skirted Loch Darrick. The bay curved whitely like a jawbone, and a broken boat lay on its sand, a sad anatomy of past travel. There were oyster catchers paddling, tailored black and white bodies and bright orange bills, a smell of seaweed. Then the road jerked away to end itself violently against two pillars that had once held gates. Beyond the pillars, a track went writhing, rutted and potholed like an old battlefield. A burn kept talking to itself. There were still scarlet berries on the rowan trees. A timid sun broke itself into kaleidoscopic fragments. Then there was a surge of lawn, and beyond it, the lodge. Loch Lodge, the home of Captain Siegfried Bevis. It had all the cheating charm of the miniature. Pepperpot turrets that didn't look pompous, plenty of windows. It was a mixture of styles that liked each other enough to live harmoniously together. I crossed the lawn and a girl appeared from somewhere behind the house. She was about 19, and looking at her, you thought of Helen of Troy, and that if you must have wars, the beautiful woman is as good a reason as any, and better than most. Am I trespassing?
We don't worry about that round here.
Well, that's unusual, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, most private property is surrounded by electrified fences and gamekeepers with ray guns.
Maybe down in England. Not up here.
It's a beautiful house.
Full of dry rot and damp as well.
You're Elspeth MacDonald.
How do you know?
I heard about you at the hotel.
A lot of old fishwives up there.
No, nothing like that.
What were they saying about me?
Oh, we were talking about witchcraft. It's a subject I'm very interested in.
Do you write books?
My next one will be my first.
I've never met a writer before.
Oh, they're just like other people, only worse.
I did so see the devil.
I believe you.
They all laughed at me.
I'm not laughing.
I don't like people laughing at me.
I'm quite serious. I'd like to hear about it.
It was last year. The same night the tinker got done in.
Yes, I know that.
Me and Samuel Adair were out in the grounds. You know.
I can guess, yes. What time would this be about?
Oh, it wasn't long dark.
Well, how long is not long?
Pardon?
Would it be about 7 o'clock or 8?
Oh, I don't know. But it was dark.
So there you were with Samuel Adair.
Well, there's a kind of a clearing just down on the foreshore there from the lodge. Samuel and me were standing there. Samuel was...
Carving your name on a tree.
How do you know that?
The devil told me.
Anyway, Samuel suddenly dropped his knife and stood there, his eyes staring out of his head. The next thing he got off his mark and ran off and left me. I turned round to see what it was.
And it was the devil?
Yes.
I'm told Samuel denies this.
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
Why?
You wouldn't expect him to admit he ran away and left me.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. What was the devil like?
Oh, he was big. And he was black from top to toe. And he was naked.
You're sure he was naked?
Oh, mister, I was brought up in a family with 6 brothers. Oh, here's the captain. I better get inside and see to his lunch.
Hello, Gardner. So you decided to pay us a visit?
We couldn't stay indoors on a day like this.
Magnificent, isn't it? Any day now, we'll have to think about bringing the sheep down from the hill. Always find it exciting. They come pouring down like grey boulders. Hey, come inside and have a drink.
Grotesquely overdressed for modern rivers. Soldiers, more real, but sadder than tin soldiers. Queen Victoria is alive and well, you thought, and hiding in Loch Lodge. The afternoon will be golden and endless, and there will never be any lack of honey for tea. Then Bevis came back with a decanter that shone with the kind of amber light you'd never crash through, but always respect.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now there's a malt whiskey worthy of reverence.
20 years old. One of the few things my father and I agreed on.
I like your house.
Do you?
Very much indeed, yes.
Oh, actually, you'll get the best view of it the way you came. On a clear day, you can see the mortgage.
I didn't think you would even know that word.
Nobody does, old boy. To everyone here, I am the great milch cow. In reality, I am the poor church mouse.
The new poor?
My father's doing, of course. He got rid of immense sums of money before his death.
Well, isn't that a way of avoiding paying death duties?
Well, it is if you keep it in the family.
And he didn't.
I was all the family he had.
Is that his portrait up there?
Strong physical resemblance, isn't there?
Yes. Must be very reassuring to a father when his children look like him.
Oh, I look like him. Mm-hmm. No doubt about that. But the resemblance ends there, I hope.
You didn't get on?
No. He hated my guts. Never really understood why.
Something you did? Or something you didn't do?
I honestly don't know. I've thought and thought about it. I've leaned over backwards, trying to give him the benefit of every possible doubt. Things still utterly baffling. You'll stay to lunch?
No, thank you, no. It's very kind of you, but I'd be terrified to disrupt the routine of the hotel.
I noticed you were having a word with Elspeth as I drove up.
I was indeed, yes.
An astonishing phenomenon, Elspeth, isn't she?
I'm not sure she isn't the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
I always see her as Deirdre of the Sorrows.
Not wishy-washy enough. More Helen of Troy, I would have said.
Oh, perhaps. Find her fascinating myself. In a detached way, of course. That absolutely alarming beauty. And that equally alarming ignorance and stupidity.
No, if she wasn't ignorant and stupid, she might take the world apart to see what made it tick.
What?
Where did you find her?
She more or less came with the house. Her mother worked here. All very feudal.
First generation serf.
Yeah. I suppose you've heard about her encounter with the devil.
Yes.
He's never very far away from these parts.
No, indeed.
And if all the yarns are true, he's quite a character.
I haven't met him myself, but we have several mutual friends.
I suppose we could all say that.
I can't see Calder overlooking Elspeth.
Oh, he didn't?
Was she another scalp at his belt?
I believe he made his customary pass. I'm told she nearly slapped him silly.
I like her more and more. Well, I'd better be getting along.
Oh, have another drink before you go?
No, thank you. Better get along. I've got things to do.
Oh, well, if you must.
I walked back to the hotel, past the curving beach, through the pale lemon sunlight to find awaiting me a reception committee. A furiously angry reception committee of one, Detective Inspector Gordon.
Well, Gardner.
Well, what have I done now?
There is humor and humor, Gardner, and yours I find very, very trying.
What is this?
I suppose you found it highly diverting to send us charging off there on a wild goose chase.
What the hell are you talking about?
This. There was nobody on the rocks below Craig's Point.
What happened? But that's crazy.
Something's crazy. But whether it's the story or the storyteller remains to be seen.
But I was there when it happened. I saw Ketch, lying there dead.
Then why isn't the body there now? Gardner, obstructing the police is a serious business.
The best way to obstruct them round here is to leave them to their own intelligence.
That's a warning, Gardner. Take it seriously.
You fuzz are all the same. When the crunch comes, it's all one-way traffic. Just what am I supposed to gain by feeding you a yarn like that?
You can best answer that yourself.
No, I can't, so I'm throwing it back to you.
You could be trying to confuse the issue.
And why would I want to do that?
Out of some kind of loyalty to Judy Clark.
You don't seriously believe that?
Only if I'm being charitable.
Damn you and your charity. Save it until Ketch walks in that door and calls me a liar. You'll need all your charity then.
Why?
Because it'll be Resurrection Day.
Oh, you have a warped sense of humor.
Somebody has. All right, then. If I'm indulging in fantasies, where is Ketch?
We are looking for him.
Good luck.
I think that after last night he panicked and ran.
He wasn't running very fast last time I saw him.
Gardner, I think you should know...
They're going to arrest Judy?
Yes.
When?
Probably this afternoon.
Does she know?
She does not.
You want me to tell her, is that it?
Gardner, you are one of the few people I have ever met that could get under my skin.
Who would want to live there? All right, that's it then. You're going to stand by and let them go through with this.
I am.
Even though you think they're making a mistake?
I no longer think that they are making a mistake.
Well, you certainly fooled me.
What's much more important is that I fooled myself.
And you're still at it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I think sometimes I have a dangerous desire to have things too tidy, and I'm not sufficiently divorced from the human race to be immune from wishful thinking.
Are you apologizing for something?
I'm simply offering an explanation. See, I don't think I wanted Judy Clark to be guilty because I liked and respected her. Which only goes to show that a policeman must have no friends.
You won't have to worry about that in future.
And I think, too, that my professional vanity was hurt. The Tinker's murder represented a personal failure on my part. I wanted Calder's death to be caused by the same person, because that would give me a chance to redeem myself.
The chance is still there.
Oh, no, Gardner, it's not.
What makes you so certain?
Judy Clark said that she found the back door open and went out that way.
Yes?
That particular door has been locked for years. In fact, until Cunningham, the proprietor, gets back, we don't know whether there's a key in existence or not.
I see.
That's a pretty strong case, Gardner.
I don't think so. You're forgetting one little thing.
Ketch?
Ketch.
I'll go and break the bad news to Judy.
I went out and walked away from the hotel, walking away in the direction of cities and insuperable traffic problems, and pot and speed and LSD and wildcat strikes, and all the other urban hassles. And if for a little while I felt a muddy nostalgia for all those things, there was nothing positive, simply a wish to get away from noble savages. Soon the afternoon became sedative. The Loch was calm and grey and blue. On the other side, the dark mountains rose, softened with thick brown heather. The sun shone without warmth. A blackbird suddenly exploded in alarm. Then there was silence. The road curved away from the Loch, so I left it and went over a little hill rusty with bracken, over a little burn whose water looked and sounded cold, then a small meadow with ochre-colored grass, before the path plunged into a forest darkness. Pine and fir and larch, some holly, 3 shriveled trunks that lightning had split and left as naked spikes, and light, a stile, and beyond it the clearing where stood the crumbling cottage of the contented, unbitter widow McPhee. A girl in jeans and a yellow waterproof jacket was trying to look through the tiny, grimy window. See anything interesting?
Do you always creep up on people like that?
Only on peeping toms, or whatever you call the female of the species.
I wanted to see Mrs. McPhee.
And you're looking at the right window.
Who are you?
Oh, you wouldn't know me. My name's Gardner.
Are you a friend of Mrs. McPhee?
We've met, yes.
I'm Sally Stewart. My father has the hotel across the loch.
I'm with the opposition, this side of the water.
No opposition, I assure you.
And what did you want with the widow McPhee?
She sometimes helps out when we're busy.
You're busy this time of year?
Oh, we're always busy. We're on the main road north.
Oh, of course, yes.
There's a presentation on Friday night to Angus McGilvery, the gamekeeper. He's retiring after 50 years.
Well, that's a lot of slaughtered vermin.
Angus wasn't one of the gun-happy ones.
Then I hope he has a happy retirement.
You can come to the party if you like. It'll probably go on till dawn.
And the widow McPhee, for once, will be on the right side of the bar.
Yes and no.
Did you see anything when you looked in the window?
Nothing. Black as pitch in there.
Well, she did tell me at our first and only meeting that she couldn't afford candles and whiskey.
Oh, that's her, all right.
Let's see if my eyes can pierce the gloom better than yours.
Want to bet?
No. Can't see a thing.
She must have gone out.
You think so?
Well, if she'd been in, she'd have heard us talking, and that would have brought her to the door. She's an incurably nosy old lady.
It looks like we're both on a deuce. How'd you get here?
I've got a dinghy down there. 3.5 horsepower outboard.
Nice.
I'll give you a lift to the hotel if you like.
No, thank you. I'm getting fat, need the exercise.
I'll come back and see Mrs. McPhee tomorrow.
Why did you shiver?
Don't know. Somebody walking over my grave.
The sun's going.
Yes.
Well, if I'm still around, I might come to your party on Friday.
Oh, please do.
Been nice talking to you.
If you walk up the road behind the cottage for about 50 yards, you'll see a path to the left.
Well, what about it?
It runs through a little patch of wood and then across a field to the main road. Save you climbing the hill again.
So I followed her advice, along the rutted road behind the house, to the path that suddenly dived into the little wood. And halfway through the wood, I met Mrs. McFadden, and we looked at each other for a long time. Then I moved on, through the rough, stony field, and onto the main road back to the hotel. Sky like a flag, straight lines of peach and blue, and the darkness moving down, and the smell of wood smoke. And Gordon, waiting, nobody's friend, not even his own.
Have some coffee.
In a moment, I want to see Judy first.
I've told her. She took it very well.
She hadn't much choice. Up the stairs again and along that weary corridor with its balding carpet. The light, greenish now, and the horrible flush doors with their shiny chromium numbers. She was sitting reading, and her face was pale.
How was it? Out.
Interesting. How have you been?
Isolated.
I understand Inspector Gordon's been talking to you.
He has.
I'm sorry, Judy. You see, I didn't quite know what to do.
Perhaps you did the right thing. It looks as though I'll have to get used to isolation.
Not if I can help
Oh,
it.
please, Steve.
Judy.
I can't take any more, Steve. First I'm accused of murder, then you come along and tell me I'm in the clear, and I believe you. Then Gordon turns up and says I'm right back where I started.
Judy,
Can't you see I'm being torn in pieces? I don't know why you did it, Steve. It's one thing being cruel to be kind, but being kind to be cruel.
You're getting a bit ahead of everything. Me, yourself, events. And the ironical thing is that you're not even in the game anymore. There's kindness and kindness. And I don't believe in the sort of kindness Gordon doles out. It's the sort of kindness you give to a horse with a broken leg.
That's unfair.
So it's unfair. What do you expect in a rotten, unfair world?
You're sorrier for me than I am for myself.
And that's an almost classic statement of self-pity. Look, I'm not sorry for you, Judy, because I have no reason to be. At the worst, all you're going to suffer is some minor inconvenience. You may even find it an interesting experience.
I don't understand what you're saying.
And I haven't time to explain. You'll just have to trust me. Meantime, I must make a phone call.
The phone's out of order.
Oh, for heaven's sake, not again.
Sometimes it seems almost like an advantage.
What did you say?
It seems almost like an advantage.
Almost like an advantage.
What is it, Steve? Where are you going?
To talk to Gordon. Gordon was in the dining room, ruling supremely over a rickety table with an immaculate tablecloth, a pot of milk and a pot of coffee, and 2 colors of sugar, a 3-tiered cake stand, loaded with gentility, cakes horrible with icing, pink, green, a kind of amber, like edible traffic lights, little triangular sandwiches, like the fins of tiny dwarf sharks. Gordon was staring at the whole assembly with a kind of morbid fascination. For once, he seemed pleased to see me.
Are you ready for coffee now?
No, I don't need it. I'm high on something else. Now tell me, how did the tinker who was murdered get to the island?
Huh? Oh, he had a leaky old boat. It was still there when he was found.
And you checked out all the other boats on the loch?
Every single one of them.
And not one of them had been out that night?
We established that conclusively.
So the killer swam out to the island?
It's the only reasonable assumption. We checked on all the swimmers in the district as well, and they all had alibis, ranging from a drunken stupor to a broken ankle.
Yes, now that broken ankle.
Oh, it was undeniably genuine.
Ever hear of a place called Fall River, Massachusetts?
August 4th, 1892.
Well, I'm not hot on exact details like that.
I am. I've read all about Lizzie Borden.
A beautiful summer day in New England. A wealthy father, stepmother, 2 sisters who hated her. A house petitioned off so that the opposing parties need never see each other. Then, a shambles.
Yeah, Lizzie Borton got away with it.
She did.
And to this day, nobody knows whether she butchered her father and stepmother or not.
Nobody does.
You want to go on with this?
Yes.
Well, there are a lot of mysterious aspects to that case. Now, for instance, the place was a slaughterhouse, but no trace of blood whatsoever was found on any of Lizzie Borden's clothes.
There's a theory about that, too.
Oh, yes. The suggestion is that she stripped off her clothes, committed the murders, had a bath, and then dressed again.
Exactly. Now, let's forget Lizzie Borden. Let's switch to the beautiful Elspeth MacDonald.
Oh, what about her?
Well, she saw the devil the night the tinker was killed.
Gardner, let's stick to the point.
I asked her to describe the devil. She said he was a big black man, and that he was naked.
Well, now.
You see, Gordon, the killing of Willie John McPhee was quite carefully and coldly premeditated.
Yes, but why kill a tinker?
Because he could read and write, and that made him no longer humble.
Huh?
I quote from a conversation I had with his widow. I mean his late widow.
Late?
Yes. I saw her less than an hour ago. She was in a little wood not far from her cottage, hanging by her neck from a tree. The daylight had gone, but she was still there, poised above the earth as though she had taken a grotesque leap and gravity had failed her. In the flashlight, her eyes stood out, like the blueberries she had favored that grew on the island where her husband had died.
An old woman. A poor old woman.
Incurably nosy, the girl said.
What girl?
And she said her name was Sally Stewart, from the hotel across the loch.
That's right.
It seems Mrs. McPhee did occasional jobs for them.
She did?
Anyway, the girl said she was incurably nosy, and how right she was.
I'm incurably nosy myself.
You've rationalized it into a profession.
How did you come to know Mistress McPhee?
Well, she was part of that fantasy of mine you don't believe in.
I believe it now.
You should always trust your instincts, Gordon. You were right all the time. Tinker, Calder, Ketch, and now Mrs. McPhee. All part of the same parcel.
Poor old woman.
She knew too much, and it made her no longer humble.
Quoting again?
More or less what she said about her husband.
Look, you take the car and go back to the hotel. If the phone's working, contact Grant.
He may be at the hotel already, arresting
Well, if
Judy.
he is, send him down here.
Gladly.
All these years in the police force, and I've never come up against a mass killer.
Well, Inspector, you're smack up against one now. Still quietly reading. I just came up to ask you something.
What?
What's so special about that book you're reading?
It's the only one in the hotel.
It's a wonder they don't have it on a chain, like the old Bibles. What's it called?
My Life with the Hottentots.
All the best writers nowadays are Jewish.
Are you trying to cheer me up?
If I was, I'd try to do better than that.
I wish you would.
All right, how about this? You're going home soon.
Sick joke?
Statement of fact.
I don't believe you.
Now, I don't want you to start crying or rush out and get smashed or zonked or whatever, but I thought you should know.
Oh, thank you.
Gordon or Grant will probably make it official just as soon as they can. And when they do, you're hearing it for the first time.
What happened?
You'll hear all about it later. In the meantime, the less you know about it, the better. It was 2 hours before Gordon came back. His face was grey and lined, and his clothes and boots were streaked with clay. He had the tired, resigned look of the soldier who has just been through it all and knows that all he has in front of him is to go through it all again, and again, and again. He slumped down in a chair and stared at me as though I was the incarnation of the world's bad luck.
I dropped the whole thing in Grant's lap.
It's big enough.
You don't like it, do you?
Question doesn't arise. You don't like or dislike computers. They just are. I need some legal advice.
On what?
The law of inheritance.
And I'm no good to you there.
And who would be?
Oh, what tack is this you're on now?
Did Captain Bevis's father leave a will?
No, he died intestate.
Who handled his affairs?
Old Jacob Putney.
A local man?
Yeah.
You know him?
Very well.
I think we should go and see him.
We?
Right now. I drove while Gordon slept, oblivious of the maniac DJ from the car radio, oblivious to the hedges leaping out of the darkness like pop-up toys, oblivious of the trouble I was having with a slipping clutch and a tetchy steering wheel. Oblivious. Jacob Purdy's office was closed by the time we arrived, so we went round to his house. His housekeeper showed us into a drawing room that was Victorian enough to be right back in fashion again. We sat there on horsehair until finally the door opened and Jacob Purdy walked in. He was elderly, squat and dark, with shrewd eyes and a voice as prim and dry as a biscuit.
Well, Inspector, this is an unexpected pleasure. Most unexpected.
As much for me as for you, Mr. Purdy.
What's that you say?
This is Steve Gardner. He wants the benefit of your experience on certain matters.
Huh? Is he asking officially? Huh?
Well, I think you may regard him as doing so, yes.
A very cautious way of putting it, huh, Gordon? Still, ask away, young man.
Mr. Purdy, I'd like to be cautious too, if I may.
You may, sir. You may.
I'm going to put before you what is, as far as you're concerned, a hypothetical case.
Hate hypothetical cases. They only bring hypothetical fees,
Well, this is the case of a wealthy man who has only one relative, a son. The man dies without leaving a will.
No problem there. Under Scottish law, the son takes everything, heritable and movable.
But tell Gardner what those terms mean.
What do they mean, huh? Well, let's boil it down to essentials, huh? Scottish law divides property into two categories, heritable and movable. Movable property is stuff like money, stocks and shares, jewelry, ornaments, money due from life policies, furniture. In fact, stuff that can be moved.
And heritable?
Land and buildings.
Well, suppose my hypothetical man wanted to disinherit his son.
He couldn't disinherit him completely. The son has a legal right to half the movable property. The father can do what he likes with the heritables.
So if the father was really determined to disinherit the son, he would have to get rid of all his movable property before he died. Say by realizing all his movable assets and giving them away.
Yes, I suppose so.
And then make a will, leaving the house to someone else.
Exactly.
What about witnesses to a will?
Well, if the will's a holograph will, that's to say if it's written in the man's handwriting, no witnesses are necessary at all. All that's necessary is that the man's signature be acknowledged. Of course, it's better to have two witnesses, if possible, saves all kinds of trouble. Huh? Another point about witnesses. Under English law, witnesses can't benefit from a will they've witnessed. Different up here. A witness in Scotland can benefit. Anything else?
Nothing, Mr. Purdy, except to say thank you.
You're welcome, young man, Very odd. I often wondered why old Billy Bevis became such a philanthropist in his old age. Most untypical, Thought it was conscience. Should have known better,
In the car on the way back, Gordon was very far from oblivious.
So the tinker died because he could read and write.
Fantastic, isn't it?
He was a witness to a will that Bevis suppressed.
And therefore in strong blackmailing position.
Do you think McPhee's wife knew?
She knew who killed him. But she was quite content to live as a pensioner of the murderer. Then maybe she applied for an increase.
She couldn't read or write. So that makes the other witness...
Calder.
Willing to connive at the suppression of the will for a price.
He was on familiar ground.
What about Ketch?
Oh, I talk about him. You don't believe he's dead.
Now, that's what I would describe as a rather petulant remark.
And that I would describe as a roundabout admission that you finally do believe me.
So Ketch was yet another witness.
But not to the will.
Oh, man, it's a very strange business.
Strange and pathetic.
The sins of the father visited upon the son.
Were you ever inside the lodge?
Only once.
During last year's investigations?
Yes. A beautiful house. It had a feeling of, I don't know, of reassurance.
I wonder if it always had that. Did you know Bevis's father?
Slightly.
I've seen a portrait of him. Remarkable resemblance physically.
Oh, quite remarkable. Old Billy Bevis was a massive man, too, and very proud of his physical strength.
Was he well liked locally?
He was detested. Cruel, overbearing, without a drop of kindness, and a brutal, violent temper. Actually, there were several rather nasty stories about him.
Unbalanced, would you say?
That might not be too great an exaggeration. Man, Gardner, it's all there. It's all there. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it because there isn't one shred of evidence.
So that night, I went out to collect evidence. Along the ankle-breaking path that swung to and fro towards Loch Lodge. The plough hanging high above. The water quiet as velvet. The house a silhouette against the night sky. I walked up to the front door, and a dog barked nervously as I thumped the knocker furiously and kept on knocking until up above me a window opened.
Who's there?
It's me, Gardner.
Who?
Steve Gardner from the hotel.
And what do you want?
I want to talk to you, Captain Bevis.
Couldn't it wait till the morning?
It couldn't.
Have you been drinking?
Not a drop.
But damn it, old man, I'm in bed.
Then get out of bed and get down here.
I'll be right down. Now, sir, what the devil does this mean?
Devil is right. He's a big black man, Elspeth MacDonald says. About your height and build, Bevis, but with no clothes on. Now, why would the devil have no clothes on, Bevis? Baffling, isn't it? At least that's the way I found it. Until I had a talk with Jonathan Ketch. And then, guess what, Captain Bevis? That was me in the secret, too.
You'd better come inside.
Resembled a fly.
Come into my den.
A very apt term.
I'm afraid the fire seems to have gone out.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I could offer you a drink.
No, thank you.
Let's get down to brass tacks, Gardner.
You know something?
Tell me.
I have the strangest feeling that you've rehearsed this scene before.
They say there's nothing new under the sun.
Who played my part then?
I can't really answer that until I know exactly what your part is.
Quite.
All right, then. What is your part, as you call it?
I don't really know.
Then I'm afraid I shall have to throw you out.
I can't see you doing that.
It would be no trouble at all. I'm fit and strong.
I know. A great athlete. Decathlon champion. Olympic gold medal and all that. I'm quite sure you could easily throw me all the way from here back to the hotel. I'm equally sure you won't.
There is such a thing as overconfidence.
Oh, there is indeed. And you, Bevis, have more than your fair share of it.
That has never been one of my besetting sins, Gardner.
Oh, well, you probably had others to compensate.
What makes you say that?
Oh, things.
What things?
Dead people.
You mentioned Jonathan Ketch when you came here.
I believe I did.
How is he?
Dead. Remember?
Oh, I'm distressed to hear it. He was rather a decent little chap.
Yes, he was, and very interesting. Full of all sorts of fascinating lore about the local flora and fauna. I used to listen to him for hours.
Well, that aspect of him, I must say, I found rather tedious.
Oh, you're wrong. There was one particular story he told that I never tired of. It was about the night he wandered up in this direction in search of badgers.
Did he find any?
He found something much more interesting. A man.
Ah, how very disappointing for him.
Not at all. This man was something special. To begin with, he was naked.
Good Lord. Whatever for?
Murder. Undressed to kill, you might say.
Oh, you have a neat turn of phrase sometimes.
Thank you.
A gift that very often goes with an overheated imagination.
Some of my best friends complain that I've no imagination at all.
Naked men.
Singular, one. A very specific naked man. And blacked all over from head to foot. An extension of the old commando practice, perhaps?
You're telling the story.
In that case, I'll come to the most intriguing thing of all. The man had a broken ankle.
Nonsense. How could he have swum with a broken ankle?
Nobody mentions swimming.
Let's drop this cat-and-mouse game, shall we?
As you wish.
I take it that this mysterious black man you mention is alleged to be me.
I like that word, alleged.
And the insinuation is that I killed Willie John McPhee, the tinker.
No insinuation, Bevis. An accusation.
An extremely serious one.
It must have been a shock to you when you bumped into Elspeth MacDonald and her boyfriend on your way down to the Loch.
Really, Gardner, why in heaven's name should I kill a tinker?
Oh, you mustn't be snobbish,
That's
Bevis.
not answering the question.
All right, then. You killed the tinker because he was a witness to your father's will, the one that you suppressed.
So I lured him to the island, swam out there, and butchered him.
That's exactly what you did.
I may be being stupid, Gardner, but I still don't get the point of being naked.
There is a point. I think this had to be a particularly brutal killing.
Why?
To encourage the others.
What others?
Calder, for one.
I see.
You couldn't risk wearing trunks, hence the nudity. Any blood you picked up would be washed away during the return journey.
What a cold-hearted swine you must think I am.
No.
Yes, you must be consistent, you know.
I'm being quite consistent. I think Ketch was right about you that night at Craig's Point. I think you're insane.
Insane?
You were incredibly lucky the first time. I think you had prepared a clumsy sort of alibi. The day before the murder, you were hobbling about on a stick, pretending you had injured your ankle.
What?
You told me so yourself.
I told you I was pretending?
I'm telling you now you
You're
were.
telling me lots of things, aren't you, Gardner?
Nothing you don't know. After you killed the tinker, you swam back to the shore. It's a pretty rocky coast along this way, and as you were coming out of the water, you slipped and really did break your ankle. That looked like the end. And then Ketch came along and found you. He was a funny little man with highly subjective views on crime and punishment. He helped you back to the house, and when he heard about the murder, he said nothing.
Isn't this a lovely house I have? You did say you liked it, didn't you?
The business about the telephone was the only time you showed even a spark of intelligence. You used it to link up your phony sprained ankle with your genuine broken one. You had been phoning and phoning the doctor, but the telephone was out of order. That was the story, and it was good. It made everyone think that your ankle had been broken all the time, and that eliminated you as a suspect.
Why do you have to bring up all these unpleasant things, Gardner?
I'm sorry if I'm boring you.
Oh, good Lord, no. I'm never bored. Never.
That I can believe.
Did I show you a photograph of my father?
I've seen his portrait in the other room.
His portrait? Idealized trash. Gives you no idea of what he was really like. This photograph. You'll understand everything. It's one of those old-fashioned tin-type things. Where did I put it now? Had it somewhere the other day.
Look, Bevis.
Now, where did I last see it? Let me think. The greenhouse. Yes, I was shooting darts into it from an air gun the other day. Oh, no. It couldn't have been, because when I was shooting darts into it, I was wearing short trousers, holiday from school, and my father came in. He thrashed me within an inch of my life.
I can see the photograph some other time.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll send it along to you, then you'll understand. You'll understand everything.
I think I understand some of it right now.
Yes, I think you do. You're gentle now.
You weren't gentle before, but you are now. To know all is to forgive all. That's true, isn't it?
Yes.
My father could never appreciate that. Must find that photograph for you. It would be self-explanatory. He had very cold blue eyes and a beard that seemed to be made out of metal shavings. He had principles. I hate people with principles.
I'm a bit suspicious of them myself.
I knew you would be. I am glad I changed my mind about you.
So am I.
When you came in the door, I thought, oh, no, not another one. First Willie John McPhee, then Calder, then Ketch, then Mrs. McPhee, and now this fellow.
You killed them all, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I had to, you see. I would have been very sorry about killing you.
Why?
Well, you see, I rather warmed to you that day when you came to see Elspeth MacDonald. You admired the house, and I could sense that you were genuine.
I am. I think it's a beautiful house.
It is, isn't it? It's the only thing I ever really loved in my life. Except Mother, of course. She was as beautiful as the house, and as unhappy as I was. We were both really only happy here. My father, too busy making money. Hardly came here at all until after he retired. So you see, this house was more than a house. It was a sanctuary. I used to sail up the Loch on my way home after school broke up for the holidays. The steamer slapping its way through the islands, the sunlight dancing on the water, then my mother standing on the pier, waving to me, laughing. You can understand why I never married, can't you?
Yes.
That reminds me, that girl.
The police think she killed Calder.
Oh, but that's absurd. Oh, we simply can't have that. Tell you what, I'll have a word with the police and fix all that up. I mean, what's the use of being lord of the manor if you can't use your influence on behalf of a friend?
You'll tell the police you killed him?
Oh, yes.
You had a key to the hotel back door.
Yes, I had.
Calder was trying to take the house away from you.
That's what it would have meant eventually. He had stolen the will my father made.
And you'd been paying him ever since?
Yes. It was always difficult. Then it became impossible. So he ordered me to sell the house.
That was the night you were in the hotel with your estate workers?
Yes. I slipped out. Went round the side of the hotel and let myself in through the back door. I went up to Calder's room and listened to his monstrous proposal. When I protested, he laughed. Then I saw this long nail file lying on a table.
I know the rest.
Someone nearly caught me as I was going back out. I didn't have time to lock the door again.
Miss Clark found it open.
Oh, I'm sure she did. It was some time before I managed to get round to lock it again.
Very neat.
Isn't it strange how people envy me this house?
It's understandable.
I suppose so. First my father, then the two Tinklers, and Calder, and Ketch. They all wanted to take it from me. I say, do you think it's possible to love something too much?
I think it's dangerous to put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, that may be true about people. But people are different from houses. People are expendable.
You've just summed up thousands of years of civilization.
Calder used to talk like that. He could be quite amusing. He seemed fond of the house, too. I thought at first that he was sympathetic. I say, let me get you a drink.
No, I'd rather not.
But I insist. I feel that I'm neglecting my duties as host.
No, you're not.
Oh, you'll make me feel much better if you accept.
All right, then.
A drop of that malt you admired. I'll be back in a moment. Soda or plain water?
Water, please.
Well, here I am back again.
Put that gun away, Bevis.
just like the others, aren't you?
Put that gun away.
You're particularly like Calder. You pretend to like the house and you know too much.
I'm not like Calder, but I don't want to discuss anything at gunpoint.
I'll put the gun away, cleaned and oiled when I've finished with it, and you.
You're mad.
You really think so?
Yes.
In that case, all your sympathy has just been so much hypocrisy. I can't stand that sort of thing. Can't stand it. Oh, I'm glad I found out about you in time.
You're a sick man, Bevis.
It's the world that's sick. It's a sick world that forces me to do all this killing. I hate violence. I hate it. But what other option have I got?
Listen to me.
You've talked enough.
Yes, perhaps I have.
I'm sorry about this, but...
You don't really care about this house, do you, Bevis?
I care about it enough to have done all the things I've done.
But you've never actually killed anyone in this house, have you?
Never.
You can't kill me in here.
Why not?
Because if you do, you're profaning your own shrine. You're tarnishing forever the one thing that really has any meaning for you.
Yes. Yes. I hadn't thought of that. We'll go outside.
Once again, the narrow corridor. This time, my shadow leading. Dancing. Trembling. Does a man's shadow become different when he walks to the gallows? To the execution block? I can't remember. Outside, the drenching moonlight. A world of black and white. Its value is unequivocal. Dark absolutes. The moon, full and bright and conquered. A fox barked, like someone clearing his throat. Behind me, Bevis moved noiselessly.
This will do. Here.
You've had it, Bevis. Why don't you realize it?
Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. There's blood. All over my hand. Oh!
Rogue! Back into McCallum! Get after him!
Be a fool, Bevis! See what you are, come
That was pretty fancy shooting, Gordon.
Oh, you and your foolish heroics.
I know. I didn't realize just how mad he was.
Oh, well, it's all over now anyway. He won't get far.
But Bevis did get far. Far enough to lose them in a landscape he knew better than the policemen, gamekeepers, foresters who had been born and brought up in the countryside and boasted acquaintanceship with every blade of grass and sprig of heather. Ideal guerrilla country. And Bevis was the ideal guerrilla. 3 days later, in bright sunshine. Soon it would be time to burn the heather to allow the new growth through. And high on the hill, a menacing line of men, moving across diagonally, beating the biggest game of all, a human being. In the sky, sounding a new dimension to the search, a helicopter.
You think they'll find him?
They're wasting their time.
You mean he's got away?
He doesn't want to get away.
You sound as though you know where he is.
I don't know where he is, but I know where he wants to be.
Weird machines, these choppers.
Yes.
They manage to look prehistoric and modern at the same time. Hello, someone's in a hurry.
It's your flatmate and my old enemy, Celia.
The local police have gone out of their tiny official minds.
Somebody told them you were coming.
Roadblocks all the way up. Are you all right, Judy? I'll tell you about it later. Well, Mr. Gardner, I told you to take care of Calder. Looks like you've done just that.
I was too far behind in the queue.
Where is he?
You probably passed him on the way up.
All right. I'll buy it. Where is he?
Ballarock, the police mortuary.
Is this true, Judy? Yes. They're looking for the man who did it. That explains the roadblocks. Yes. I just lost a bet with myself.
What was the bet?
That if Calder ever got chopped, it would be by a woman.
Oh, the police had that bet with themselves for a little while.
Well, who did they favour?
Me.
For heaven's sake, Judy. Well, why didn't you let me know? Why didn't you phone?
The phone down here is peculiar. If it works 3 days in a row, they have a firework display and the fountains run wine.
Steve took care of everything.
Well, that was the brief you gave me, wasn't it, Celia?
I know you mean well, Celia, but sometimes I wish you'd let me live my own life.
Oh, I do. And most of the time you're perfectly capable. But you're such a fool about men.
You're overprotective.
No, just beady-eyed. I drove down here to see if you were all right, Judy.
And am I?
I think you should come back home with me right now.
Now, wait a minute, Celia.
I think that's good advice.
Well, I'd feel I was running away.
From what?
That's what I call a very good question.
Look, I think you've had enough of Loch, Derek. Enough to last you any ordinary lifetime.
I don't think I ever want to see this place again.
Then start not seeing it as of now, darling. Pay your bill, pack your bags, and I'll have you back in the swinging city in no time.
What about you, Steve?
I'll hang on here a little longer.
But I will see you again.
You'll see me again.
All right. I'll go and pack.
Would you like an unsolicited testimonial?
If you've got one to spare.
You're much cleverer than Calder.
Well, to put it another way, I'm a better con man.
I find you very easy to talk to.
If what we're doing is talking.
You're not going to see her again, of course?
Did anyone ever spit in your carefully made-up eye?
Not to date.
Well, remember this, my cold, insolent unfriend. There's got to be a first time for everything.
You bore me, fortune hunter.
She went off into the hotel, a tall, dark, good-looking lady whose mind was in a state of rigor mortis. And what had caused that was money in the bank for some happy psychiatrist with a new couch and an old finance company. I wandered down to the shore. A boat was drifting serenely a few yards out. It had a crew of policemen. Any luck?
No yet.
No trace of him at all?
I was found some blood stains further down the loch this morning.
He's hurt, then?
Aye, sure. Is that bad?
When I got back to the hotel, Judy was coming out, and I helped her put her suitcases in the car.
Come and see me in Glasgow.
If you'll clear the appointment with Celia.
Oh, I think Celia and I are going to have what you might call a confrontation.
Well, wait until you get home. If you spring it at her suddenly, well, she might wreck the car.
Oh, I shouldn't think so. It's the only thing she cares about.
I feel as though I'm breaking up a beautiful friendship.
Which would have happened eventually in any case.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. I've been feeling restless for some time back. I don't want to stay up here any longer. All the things that have happened, my uncle's death, Calder, even Celia. Well, I know it's wrong to blame a place for the events that happened to you in that place, but...
Where will you go?
I've always had a secret notion for a house in the Thames with a lawn that runs down to the river.
Well, the great thing about being rich is that you can make secret notions like that into realities.
Do you resent my having money?
No, no. Other people's money never bothers me, only my own, or the lack of it.
Let me do what I want to do. Then, when the smoke's cleared, we'll get together and see what happens.
Well, you know where to find me. And this time, I'll be taking incoming calls.
Thank you for everything.
My pleasure.
Here comes Celia.
And here came Celia, and got into the car without speaking. And Judy waved, and the car snarled and shut away. And I went back into the hotel lounge where a transistor set was telling me things I knew already.
Still no trace of the man the police wish to interview in connection with a series of murders on Loch Derrick's side. The search is now in its 4th day, and this evening a police spokesman said...
That police spokesman was me, and I have no wish to hear what I said.
Stage fright?
Oh, always sounds so pompous.
Had you anything to be pompous about?
Not when I spoke to them.
Anything since?
Well, we found Ketch.
Well, that doesn't help much.
Not one iota.
Permission to speak?
Go ahead.
Call the search off.
What did you say?
Call the search off.
Just forget that the whole thing happened.
He wants to come back to the house, I'm convinced of that. But he's not going to try it while your men are swarming around everywhere. Call your men off, and you and I will keep vigil in the house.
And if he doesn't come?
It's a calculated risk.
All right.
He didn't come the first night, and we sat through the chill hours listening to the sounds of darkness, investing them with nervous meanings, wrapped in our mutual tension, willing the man out there to creep into the house and end it, to bring peace to us and to himself. He did not come.
I have a sinking suspicion, Gardner, that you and I are making fools of ourselves.
No. He's hurt, and he's not thinking too well, but he'll come. And the second night, he came, blunderingly, softly. He was moaning, and you could almost smell the pain. He's gone into the bedroom next door.
Well, come on. Switch on the light.
Okay.
Father, I'm sorry. Wicked. I'll pray tonight. Forgiveness.
Oh, we've come to help you, Bevis.
Who is it?
Inspector Gordon.
Is someone with you?
Steve Gardner.
Apologies.
Now, we'll get you a doctor.
We're waste of time. Gardner.
I'm still here.
You knew
that you'd come back to the house? Yes.
I can't see anymore.
Now, don't try to talk.
Must. Luxury. Won't be able afford much longer. I had to die in the house. Loved.
Captain Siegfried Bevis. He died hard.